What's going on, guys and girls? I just wanted to come on here. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, reading a lot of things. See if I can find my stream here. Turn it down. Let's just see who all joins in real quick before we really get into talking about this stuff. You know, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about war, and a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators are evening G2, how you doing? I've been seeing a lot of these creators and a lot of stuff on the news and talking about what's up, Prepper Tribe. I'm gonna put the link up there if somebody wants to come up on here and talk and see what's up. Hey man, I don't know. I'm seeing all this stuff, these, like I said, these creators and so forth, news, and they're, I want to know, is it really an opportunity for war? Are we really going to go to war, or is it just fear porn? Are they trying to scare us more? And that's the question that I really have tonight. Hey, Prepper 101, G2, Susanna, Carmen, Roots of Happiness, Waterwell Guy. How's it going, everybody? Prepper Tribe, Cherokee Survival, Gary Bulldog, G2, everybody. Hey, Shane, how's it going? Even Northern Girls, I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to come up. Here's Cherokee right there. Look at there. Bring him on up there. What's up, Cherokee?
Oh, looking at the screen real quick. I'm here now. I had to make sure I got two screens finally. I figured that part out.
Outsider. Yeah. Well, it takes a lot, man, to figure this stuff out. Gosh dang, I'm still. So, I don't know, man. Are we going to go to war or what? I'm seeing some stuff that they're talking about, like on the Texas news thing. Hey, Faithful Prepper, what's going on? Independent Mini. So let me pull this up here for a minute and
okay.
Huh?
Tribe will get on here too because he knows a little bit about the same thing we're talking about. So I figured he'd jump up here too.
Yeah, I know he wasn't feeling well. But if Tribe wanted to come on here, I know he knows what's up. Here it is, right here.
Only thing I've been getting tired of hearing that DevCon, and nobody ain't gonna hear that until it's right there at it.
Right.
So why put the fear factor in?
Right. Well, let me just pull this up. There ain't no real.
Go for it.
I don't know. Let me see if I can I'm gonna put it on full screen for a minute. And basically, this is like a tweet, and it says, the USS TRACOM posture statement preview. The spectrum of conflict today is neither linear nor predictable. We must account for the possibility of conflict leading to conditions which could very rapidly drive an adversary to consider nuclear use as their least bad option. So, let me stop sharing this and get us back here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm definitely not coming on here to do fear porn. That's not the way I roll.
I understand that.
But my biggest thing is how big of a possibility is this? I seen on Shrimp Zoo where they moved like 150,000 troops or something like that.
Yeah, but it's still got to be more. You got to think it's still going to have to be more. The whole thing's going to, if it does go off, you still have to remember where our Navy and Air Force at and how far they can move. Because you got to move troops at the same time you move in the Air Force, and you got to have the Navy to back all of them.
Right.
Or you can go reversal. That's the part. That's what I'm watching. I ain't paying attention to how the politics is because I already know how the Ukraine, what all they usually send us is basic technology or what you call machine parts.
Right.
We shouldn't even go over there.
Right on. And see, and that's the thing with somebody's already hit a thumbs down, man. I hadn't even got to talking yet. We hadn't even got to talking yet, Cherokee. The hell's wrong with people?
They don't like the truth.
I know, but hey, it doesn't bother me one way or another. No, here's the thing, man. Hey, New York Outcast, Dina, how y'all doing? I don't know, obviously, I've said it before and I'll say it again, and we can only control what we can control, and that's our surrounding and everything. So I don't know, I just wanted to come on and just see if people wanted to talk about it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just is the possibility there, and I mean, how big of a, hey Tina, Cashew, what's up? Cashew Gesundheit. And so just wanted to talk about the possibility for a little bit, and what we should do to prepare for it. Um, hey, C Mills, what's up? Ellie. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just wanted to see what is happening, Chevo. Well, see, what the thing is they're talking like there's going to be this nuclear war, and I don't think there's a whole lot of stuff. Honeybee, how's it going? Yeah, no war for 4 years. Bankers are itchy, and seeing I that's the kind of thing that is absolutely true. How these these bankers and if y'all didn't go watch Pinball Preparedness, or if y'all don't watch Pinball Preparedness, one of my mods would like to put Pinball's link up there. He's putting out some really, really good info, and I'll tell you, man, these.
I know
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I was Thermite 911. Yeah, and seeing that's what I was just reading off a minute ago. It come from the some of this stuff, man. I don't know, man. What's the possibility, and what do we really need to do to prepare for it? Is my question.
That's a hard question though, because your first thing they're going to end up doing is going to be a ground area first, and then it would shift over towards us. Then you might probably be needing your iodine, potassium iodine. You'd probably needing it. It's always
Well,
going to have that anyway, because I'm about 30 miles away from a nuclear plant or substation of it, and I'm at the airport right there near Charlotte.
well, so let's ask. I want to ask the hard question. Do you really want to live after a nuclear device goes off in this country?
Depends on where it hits. You got to think about that.
Right.
And
Well,
then you also got what you need to be looking at if you're looking at a scenario area on the United States. There's a guy that's got a book about places where you could go, and he's actually ex-military and stuff. He has all the maps showing you where you can go, but you also got to remember, look at the big cities. You need to calculate each city, how many people are they. because that's who's going to be trying to get away, and the ones that gets hit, you don't have too much to worry about. They already gone. I'm like you, just walk outside and say, "Here I am." That's it. You ain't gonna have nothing to say.
Right.
Fact. So
Well,
what I would do is stick to our plans, keep stacking, keep working on our first state, and just watch the news every once in a while. Pick you a certain person. Me, the way I look at stuff, I look at Russian news, that RTV. Then I got friends in Europe, they got their TV channels. Then Austin. Then I'll skim over to our fake TV news.
I hadn't figured out how to post like I know you can up top, you can like put it where when you want to have just an open panel or whatever, you can just like post it up there where it stays up there all the time. I ain't figured out how to do that yet. I've been working on this stuff behind me and making me a kind of a banner thing and little music with it, to start out some of my videos. But hey, anyway, um, so I'll get all that figured out. I'll just if some people if somebody wants to jump up in here, obviously, I asked that, or I will say, there will be no racism tolerated, nor will there be toleration of anyone being attacked that has the cojones to come up here on the panel. And so nobody else can attack these people. And, if you come up on here acting stupid and saying bad things, I'll just kick you out. I would rather lose a subscriber that way than have everybody have to listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
yeah.
that being said, anybody is welcome to come up here if y'all have any information or if y'all want to talk about this, and we can. I always want to talk about prepping and things like that. As you see, the last couple of videos I put out, man, I've been talking about fishing and
Good job
just
on that fishing rod.
huh.
You did a real good job on that fishing rod.
I appreciate that. It was. Did you like my little rap?
Yeah.
My wife.
When I throw it off, I was about to leave it, and I was going, wait a minute, he's got an open face cast, and I use a spinner most of the time, or two
Right.
other. I was going, well, because I always tried that, and it's always guck up. Talking about bundle up all that yarn. I was like, fine, I'll just throw it out the damn here and get my other fishing rod. Lost about $300.
Prepper 101 ain't nobody, man. You think me and him think we're each of us are good looking or whatever, man? We don't care about looks up here.
I like to see Prepper 101 up here.
I know. Well, he said thought he was too ugly or something. I don't know. But hey, here's the thing. We really need to well, Northern Girls, it's not necessarily about politics so much as what are the possibilities of these things, and what are the things that we could do to protect ourselves. What do you, I mean, you know what I'm saying? What do you think, Cherokee?
Well, like I was telling you, I would go through the basics. But she's got a lot of good ideas. She just needs to be open on it. Mountain Girl 2029. I'm in Cabarrus County. Cherokee ain't too far away though.
Right on, right on. Yeah, and see, that's the Ellie. I don't know how to say your name, so I don't want to mess it up. Matt kissed my ass socialist. That's my buddy right there, man. Matt is a cool dude. Um, you need to come up here, Matt. Stop messing around. I know what you're doing. So don't tell me you're laid up in the bed. I know what you're doing. Catskill, any of y'all are welcome to come up here and talk about this, but hey, the whole thing about it is that, you know, the prepping thing, the prepping side of it, you know, we can prep in so many ways, you know, and you know, I've told my family, man, I don't care, you know, if it looks like we're going to get hit around my area, we're just going to go outside and watch the pretty fireworks. I ain't trying to I ain't trying to live in you know. Well, Matt, you can turn your screen off, you know, once I see for sure it's you.
I said
But
that cat skill, what she had on hers. I'll watch that too, but I'll still stick to what I was saying. I have to hear it from the government before we say anything about that.
well, you know, the Democrats, man, they, you know, it's like, man, they come out and talk about people like us, you know, and preppers and all this, and you know, 3%ers, and boy, we got to worry about them. Well, the Democrats are the damn ones we got to worry about, man. You know, because these suckers, um, these people are man, they're war thirsty, dude, because they get to line their pockets when there's war, man. Ugly prepper, how you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm doing good, Backwoods. Can you hear me okay?
We got you.
All right. Uh, just wanted to come on and pop on and tell you I always enjoy your videos, watch your channel just about every day.
I appreciate it.
Uh, come on. You know, hey, I always enjoy your videos, watch your channel just about every day.
They turned on their YouTube.
Come on, you know. Hey, I always enjoy your videos, watch your channel just about every
Everybody got the YouTube going. You got to mute your YouTube.
my YouTube's
Yeah,
not up. Let me back out here. I don't. I don't have my YouTube up. Maybe my volume was too low.
I think it's Cherokee. Yeah, that's Cherokee. Cherokee, that's yours, man.
No, mine's off.
Yeah, that's Cherokee. Cherokee, that's yours, man.
Okay.
See, it stopped. It stopped when I muted you. That sounds like a dying animal.
Right now.
There it goes. But yeah, hey, you know, anyway, so you know, Democrats are always hungry for the for the war, man, because they get to line their pockets, you know. And the bad thing about it is most of the time it's us that suffer for it, and it's not them. And at what point do you finally, you know, at what point do people stop voting for these people, man? I mean, geez, come on, you know.
Well, I don't mess with them congressmen too much because I already know everybody's in the take. We hadn't had a good bit since 2000. They already messed up this whole nation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, my vote didn't count. That's what I'm about to.
This, if you saw what I was doing like over the weekend, I watched the party. I let the Mexican, you know, I gave them some of that catfish, but Mexicans, when you tell them to cut their music down, and it's already about 2 o'clock in the morning, they don't do it. And then you call the cops and say, "Hey, you can ask them to do it," and they tell you, "Well, we don't do that."
Oh, there
I
it
said,
goes.
"No more calling cops." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I do it my way.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things, man. You just got to start doing stuff your own way. So what you got, Ugly Prep?
Hey, can you hear me now? Is it working now?
Yep.
Sounds great, man.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I had to go get my earbuds. They were on charge, and I thought I could do it without it, but I guess I was wrong. Uh, anyhow, I just wanted to jump in here for a little bit and talk with y'all. I always enjoy your videos. That's what I was trying to say earlier. And you know, if it comes down to it, I'm going to do what I have to do to protect me and mine. And if it happens, it happens. If they bring it to my door, that's the way it's going to go. And anybody would do the same. Uh, but do we need to get organized and all that? Yeah, we probably do in some way or another. What's y'all's thoughts?
Well, I've been trying to organize for a long time, man, and it's it's one of them things where people want to be patriots and they want to talk about being patriots, but when it comes time to do patriot shit, they don't want to be involved. Because they're too worried about the image, they're too worried about this, or too worried about that. I mean, I even know people that when you mention the word prepper, they go, "Oh no, man, don't say prepper. Just say responsible, or just say this, or just say that, or just say you're just doing normal stuff." Well, when do we draw the line?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We draw the line and say, enough's enough. They're going to demonize us unless we go out there and bow down to them and basically worship everything they say.
I ain't doing that.
I ain't either.
I ain't doing that. I ain't no way I'm doing that. Oh.
Yep. No, go ahead.
But yeah, well, as far as training and all, doing a lot of the running and stuff, I can't do that stuff anymore. I just overcame a very bad leg injury. It's healed up, but it'll never be the same again, if you know what I mean. But I do get out and do a lot of walking with my pack and all that. I can't do the running and the jumping down to the prone position and stuff, but I do what I can, man. And at least I'm giving it that much. But a lot of people, like you said, just don't want to get off the couch.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, I mean, even in these little videos I'm making, I'm just talking about just get outside, man. I mean, just do what you can do. Nobody's expecting anybody to run a marathon and run up mountains and everything, but just getting outside and getting that sunshine, getting your whole it makes you feel better. Walk around the yard if that's all you can do. Just walk a couple laps around the yard, go right back in the house and sit down if you need to. Just saying, it's, I just, I really think I've been saying this and I'm not really as worried about a nuclear war. I think it'll be a last option, but at the same time, I'm still saying I'm not past us seeing some type of invasion.
Yeah.
That's my personal belief. Everybody can disagree with me or not. I mean, it's everybody's right to have their own personal opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So,
well, how can you rule it out? You can't rule it out. If you ask me, I say you can't rule it out. Look at the world we're living in. The mainstream media is trying to turn every black person against every white person, and every white person against every black person, and people are falling for their lies. And man, I'm so fed up with the way it's going, man. We've got to get together. All of us have to get together as we the people. We're supposed to be in charge, and we're not. And it ticks me the hell off.
Yeah, we lost that in 2000, though. If you think of it. Soon as you got in, we lost it when he hit that Patriot Act. Oh, you did, Ugly Prepper. You did pretty good last night. I was sitting there getting a kick out of watching Prepper.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I was the first loser.
You talking about the Prepperty?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dusty's trying to get me to go on there, but my problem is, man, is I don't have that. I don't know, man. When I get on a question like that, I'm just like, and if I don't know it, I'm just like, man, I don't know, But
I said that many times last night. all them damn exercise and fitness questions. Man, where I live, there ain't no gym within 50 miles of this damn place. I don't know nothing about all that stuff. Exercise, what I know about exercise is go your ass outside, okay? Which is, I grew up in the South. I live in Alabama. Outside is my favorite place to be, unless it's 120 damn degrees, which it is 10 months out of the year. So
Well, you
yeah,
know
I
what?
said I don't. I said I don't know a lot last night.
Well, you know what's really weird is the cold is what affects me the most, man. I get cold, and I'm just like, man, I just want to bundle up. Now, when I worked on them gas pads, we would take one of them laser thermometers and shoot the gravel, and it'd be like 140, 146 degrees out there on that
Yeah,
gravel, and man, I could just go all day. It didn't bother me a bit. I can handle the heat. It's the cold I can't do.
I've noticed now that I passed 50 a year or two ago, and I've noticed now that I'd rather be warm than cold because once I get chilled to the bone, it seems like it takes days to get warmed up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I the thing about it is I've been like that since I was a little kid, man. I, I deer hunt, and man, I don't hunt in a deer stand and use the heaters and all that stuff. I sit on the ground,
Yeah,
and
stalk hunt. Yeah,
yeah, stalk hunt, and move around and such. And man, I can do it all day long. It does, it's fine, but it's just the cold affects me worse than the heat does, and it always has.
No, we're about
But
the same age, all of us.
huh?
I said we're about the same age, all of us. I'm 56. You're 54.
I'm 52.
I'm 52.
See, I'm the oldest right now on this. Yeah. Um, you see that? And what's getting me is I've been watching this weather. That's the only thing that's been messing me up this whole year. It has not been going the way it posted. It goes in cycles, and I'm looking at the things. I'm going, wait a minute. I'm in North Carolina. I'm looking at something that's supposed to be in Canada. Instead, it's coming down here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something's up with that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. And Chevy, oh yeah, I mean, you know, this whole thing still evolves around the war, war and everything. But it's as preppers, we talk about war, and what could happen, but the main thing we want to focus on, the thing we would like to really focus on is I can't control what happens over there, but I can control what happens here. And
Right.
that's what we like to talk about. Hey, this could happen. Could there be a nuclear war? What do we do about it? Because we can't stop it, but we can do something about it here at home, and that's the kind of thing why we bring this stuff up, and about war and so forth and yada yada, and we talk about it a little bit. Could this happen? Yeah, we think so. Okay, well, there's a possibility of this. Well, there's a possibility of that. How do we prepare for that? And
Yeah.
that's what these chats need to continue to be about, because we don't need to do fear porn. I don't like when I watch a channel and all they do is talk about, man, y'all better get ready, man. I'm telling you, we're fixing to get hit by a nuclear bomb. Well,
Yeah.
great, all right, well, what do we do about it? That's what we're about, is doing solutions, to all this. And
Okay, the first thing you should be doing is if you think about it, you don't have the money to buy the mask and stuff. So you should make you an area at least where you can go down to 13 feet underground. That's what most people ain't paid attention about.
Yeah.
And then you have to remember it covers over the hills and mountains. So what it'd be doing is be going like this, going straight over it. So you need below it.
right. Well, here M says says what's going to get most of us killed is outgoing family and friends during shift. Um, you know, those always on the go people, every family's got them thoughts. Well, you know, that's, yeah, I mean, that's true. And we need to, you know, we need to understand these kind of things for a shift situation, and understand that these people are the ones that you're going to want to keep the most busy. So
Right.
you need to have lots of things for them to do. You know what I'm saying? And even if you have to go with them and um, you know, and work with them, you know, them outgoing members that may be in your mag, your family, whatever, when shift happens, these are the kind of people that you want to make sure you have plenty of things for them to do, you
Yeah.
know, because they're the ones that can't sit back and relax. You know, they can't sit back and
Because
just,
and I've come to figure out that being a prepper, you know, I've already made some bags of items for my family and that type of stuff. So the preppers are going to be ones kind of in a leadership position, and so people are going to look to us like, what do I do?
yes.
What?
Well,
Can you put that back on there? I was reading it.
oh, I'm sorry. Oh, oh, oh. Sometimes it's hard to catch, man, because the chat goes to moving around.
Well, she's right on that.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the thing, and that's a that's a mind saw, is what that is. And when they continually try to tell you, you know, that you're a terrorist, you're this, you're that, it's to scare you into not doing it. It's to scare new
Right.
people into not doing it. And you know, you made that comment a minute ago about, you know, them coming to look to us when shift does happen, you know, when these bad things happen and we can't get the supplies at the stores, they're going to be coming to look to us, you know, and these are the
Right.
things we need to prepare for and need to be ready for. You know, one of the things that I like to say and at the end of my videos is that, you know, when you prepare your mind properly, all the other stuff will fall into place.
It
And
will.
and the reason for that is because there are a lot of things that you need to prepare your mind for, you know, and you know, you need to be ready. The reason for that is because there are a lot of things that you got your YouTube playing, Jeff. You know, you need to be ready.
I did the same thing a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just all you got to do is mute your YouTube. You can still leave your YouTube playing, you just have to mute it. It's all there you go.
Better?
Yes, sir. Man, yes, sir. Sounds great, brother. How are you, man?
I had to get an image to go with the topic.
Right on, right on, right on.
No, I was gonna say, well, it's not necessarily that they're gonna go for the preppers as leadership. I mean, preppers got to look out for people trying to rob them too.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
you know, a bigger man with more guns may not be a prepper, but he might want your shit. So you know, so that's something preppers got to look out for. You got to look out for the people. I mean, just because they're good people now, don't mean they're going to be good people when shit hits the fan.
Right. Right.
You know,
Because you don't know how people are going to react when shit like that happens.
It might be one of the situations your best friend down the road may be like, well, you know, I don't prep that you do, but this is life or death. So it's either me or you. So y'all might shoot guns and practice, you know, combat together, do everything together. But guess what? At the end of the day, when it comes life or death, it's down to me or you.
Right.
So that's a big thing to look at. Like I said, you know, not saying y'all are old. I'm saying y'all could probably outrun me, but even with your age, you're gonna have some younger 40-year-old, you know, big buff guy with lots of guns come take your shit, and you know, you don't know. You just gotta be careful who you relate to, who you talk to, and where you're gonna go.
You're absolutely right.
I got a neighbor right there at my house. As a matter of fact, right straight in front of me. He's already told me if anything does happen, he ain't doing like everybody else. He's going to go to house to house. And I'm going like, go ahead, be stupid.
I had a all right. Back several years ago, I really started noticing a lot of stuff going on, and I was like, I'm I'm not liking the way things are going, and I kind of started digging into the prepping thing, and started getting into it, and started trying to talk to the people I was working around, and and oh, dang it, boy, the chat moves quick. There it goes.
I know. I just noticed, but that's why I flipped over here and looked at it. It was going.
False flag stuff, exactly. And these are the things, man. But anyway, I had this guy. So I had this crew of guys, that I worked with, and I was talking to them about, starting to prepare and start to get ready for stuff. This several years ago, and they, some of them kind of started getting into it and was kind of like, well, man, I see where you're going with this and where you're going with that, and we were talking. Well, this one guy, he was like, oh, there ain't nothing gonna happen. Y'all are stupid, just yada yada. Just kept on, Well, so after several weeks and even a month or two into talking about this, what I'm saying, a couple of months into talking about this, this guy, one day he comes to work and he looks at me and he goes, I've been kind of looking around at some of the stuff you've been talking about, and he goes, man, I think you might be right, and he says, man, I know one thing, if something bad goes down, I'm coming to your house. And I said, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And he looked at me and goes, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, if you don't have any kind of preps, all you are is a hungry belly to me,
Yep.
And he just kind of looked at me real funny. And I said, now, I did tell him, I said, if you want to consider, working and basically doing what you're told, now, we might can talk, because you are a good, healthy guy, you know some stuff, yada yada. And we kind of went on from there about the conversation. But man, a lot of people, unfortunately, it takes a good swift kick to the teeth for them to wake up.
Yes.
That's what's sad about the whole situation.
Well, I'll give you an example of my house where I live out in Kannapolis, and that's in North Carolina. You got all these newcomers coming in. You got the bikers are coming in now, and I'm going like, okay, what's going on? When you start watching, you can catch them all up to something. And cops, they don't know what they're doing. They're just catering to who they want, which is the rich. But everything else, you start asking questions. They start thinking. But when you start looking, you ask them to answer, they can't answer.
Yeah.
So most of them ain't even prepped in my area. They're more like waiting on a big old storm so they can go run into the food line and stuff and strip it.
Well, leaping preps, you are one that would definitely be welcome, because leaping preps has got it going on over there. Leaping preps, if y'all don't, by the way, if one of my mods can throw her channel link up as well, I do promote that here on my channel, to share people's channels. We need the information out there, guys. And leaping preps is very good. Man, I'm telling you, that tobacco thing, freaking awesome. Awesome prep. Awesome prep. That is going to be such a great barter item. So.
Well, I looked at
Thank you, people.
Prepper Tribes rig, that old hook rig he had for fishing, and I be dog, one of my old hardware stores around here, one of the oldest ones. He actually has it in there like a museum piece, and nobody knows how to operate it except after I seen what he did. I went and looked to see if I could find how to operate it. I'm not the only one in my own city knows what it is.
I don't think I have any fishing stuff that's that old. I've got an old Ambassador 5000D that I've had since the 70s. I use it for a catfish reel, but I've got 5 or 6 good bass rods, bait casters set up that I do a lot of fishing. We have a big lake here on our property, so I do a lot of fishing down there.
Well, yeah, and you know, people need to understand that if you don't have any fishing equipment, which it's hard for me to even think that someone wouldn't have fishing equipment because I love fishing so much. But if you don't have fishing equipment, go down to the Wally Worlds or wherever, the Bass Pros, you know, whatever is local there,
Go buy you a damn Zebco 33 or something.
Zebco, yeah, just go buy you a cheap rod and reel and buy you a few tackle, you know, some hooks, sinkers, and so forth, and you know, a couple of spools of line. These things will be necessary in SHTF, you know.
And the line's not just for fishing. You can use that for making shelter or anything else.
Yeah.
It's not just for fishing. A small spool of line can be used for fishing. You can tie up limbs. You can do anything with it.
You can also use it for security.
Yeah. Tripwires, anything.
Tripwires, security, because you can take and some of them little cheap eye hooks. You know, it's got this little eyelet with the little threads on the end. You can take and put them, screw them into some trees and run that fishing line through it, run it up into your house, put you some aluminum cans, tie that to the end of that string, and when you move that, them aluminum cans cling, 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 you know, I mean, awesome freaking, you know, security alarm for little and nothing, you know.
I've got German Shepherds. They work pretty well, too.
I've got a Siberian Husky and a Lab and a Beagle, and none of the three likes anybody coming around at all. You know,
my German Shepherd almost took out a sheriff's deputy. He come beating on my door one morning at 4 a.m. because they thought I called 911 and I didn't.
Right. Well, you know, like I said, man, I don't know. Hey, Ark Wild Man, I don't know, you know, if we're really going to go to war or not, you know, to the point of nuclear. I just don't know, you know. Again, like I said, I don't want to promote any fear porn here. That I'm not about that, you know. And you know, I just want to talk about possibilities. You know, you're never going to hear me come on here and be like, man, I'm telling you, man, we're fixing to get nuked, man. I'm just telling you it's coming. You know, I'm not about that. I'm more about, you know,
I bet on anything about that. This stops a lot of fear thing. I've been fasting like 3 to 4, maybe 5 years max. But you got all that other stuff. Each patient's got to build up.
Well,
I think we'll agree. It's a matter of your environment. You better adapt to your environment and know where you're at. If you're in a city, you need to know how to get out and where to go.
Exits.
You need to know your exit points and where's the safest route and quickest route to get out. But you got to think there's other hundreds of people trying to go that same route. So you got to have a third way out. So everybody's going to be trying to get the hell out if they know to get the hell out. So
if they can't get out, you're 14, 15 feet down. You know what I'm saying? Get down that far if you're in a big city.
Well, see, I don't believe in going underground because I'm not digging my own grave. Because, you know, if you come up, it's not likely that you're going to live anyway. So you don't even know. So I'd rather try to run from it or stay in contact with people that have up-to-date info on what's going on. If a missile's launched, you want to know right then and where it's going. So you want to know which direction you need to go. Right. So clearly, for the average man, it's away from the city. You got to get away from the cities because they're going to try to hit the most populated areas first. So get to the area where there's not people.
Yeah.
You want to stay far as hell.
The biggest cities are the biggest tangos. That's what's going to go first.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about it is that you need to understand your jet streams, you know, basically your weather patterns,
Yeah,
and how it affects your state, and you need to understand, if a nuke does go up or something like that does go up, it could be a biological
yeah,
weapon as well. You have to understand of where you're at versus the wind patterns, the jet stream and everything. And these are things that you need to start studying on. I talk about preparing your mind, and that's the whole thing of, you know, prepping your mind properly, is that, your preps doesn't just have to necessarily mean food and water stacked to the rafters. It's prepping on many different things. And one of them is,
skills.
yes, one of them is understanding the jet streams and how the wind comes across, you know, and being able to understand these patterns, these weather patterns, versus,
Yeah,
if the whatever hits up here, and your weather, the
yeah,
weather, when it comes to your state, it normally goes upwards. You may not be affected. You may not
right.
have to run around and try to find 30 feet underground. So these are the kind of things that you need to prepare for. You know, is start kind of watching the weather patterns and understanding. You know, like during the summertime here, it's very rare we get a breeze. It's usually just hot and muggy. You know,
Same here.
so we may not be as it may not be as quick for us to um, get that fallout, coming our way, because the weather, if you look, it may be going way up, above your state during that time of year. So these are things, studying some
Yeah,
weather patterns, man, I think is very important.
yeah. You're absolutely right. I've actually done volunteer work with our local EMA because I'm a ham radio operator,
Hmm.
and like if Arkansas was to get hit, we would probably have fallout because of the way the wind blows over here. Uh, but if it hit like say Kentucky, I think we might be out because of the way the wind blows, like you said.
Right on. Well, and that's the thing, man. Again, these, prepping is so much more than just stacking food to the rafters, and stacking water filters and water. I mean, there's a lot of these little things to consider. You
Yeah, and
know.
Yeah.
that's what the enemy looks for. They're looking for weather patterns too. It's not just
Yeah.
the people trying to avoid it. They're looking for it. They know our jet
Oh yeah.
stream. They know it
They're
probably
looking
better
to
than
use
anybody
it
else.
to their advantage. Yeah.
I'll,
Exactly.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Y'all
All
go
right.
ahead, man.
But yeah, that's what I'd be worried about because you got to think your enemy is going to be a step ahead of you. So you guys try to think ahead of them as best you can
Yeah.
and try to outrun what's going to happen.
I think the main thing's going to happen if they did decide doing things would be an EMP or computer attack. Knock out them two majors. Depends on how much of them land.
Yeah, because America survives off their internet. If you take out the internet, it's done for. You can't get most technology.
Yeah.
So, I mean, especially your average family with average household, they can't function unless you've got somebody involved in the household that knows where to go and knows what to do.
Yep.
So you're going to save 90% of America be just gone. So the people that are left is going to be like people like y'all and everybody else that knows, hey, this is the weather pattern. This is where I need to go. People that know how to escape. But the thing is, you're going to be trying to run from it. So it depends where to run from. You're going to be keep running until it's over. So
Right.
Well, right. So some of the things that, I think that is very important, as well as, you know like gas masks, for instance. The gas mask, if you do have these type of different gas masks and stuff, you need to understand what your gas mask will do. Will it do this? Will it do that? Will it protect against this? Will it protect against that? And you need to
rating.
understand this. because I'm sure we're going to get a warning. If we are about to get hit, there's going to be some type of emergency warning, and I mean, you can guesstimate, I guess, but having good gas mask, can be helpful.
Yeah, yeah. You have to do your research because some of those canisters, you have canisters for different type of things. So you have to really do your research on that.
Yeah, and I mean, you really don't know what they're launching at you. So you just hope to hell that your canister, the one you have in there, is going to work.
Right.
Right.
But that's why you try to not get in that position. You try to get away from it before something happens.
Yeah.
So pre-precaution, you got to think ahead of time because it may be something you're not prepared for.
Right.
Maybe this year, what we could be looking at is that summertime raid. They're going to do that damn copy like they did last year and the year before and the year before. Summer rage. And then I'll be worrying about that government because that government's going to kick the shit out of us.
Yeah.
They won't kick the shit out of me. Because
Well,
I'll either stop them or they'll kill me, one or the other. Liberty's worth it. I'll die for it.
well, I think that we all need to understand too that weaponry is going to be a big part of SHTF, and knowing how to use your weapons. These are a lot of things, again, that we need to be looking at. We need to be understanding. We need to realize, of just what all is going on and what all can be involved. You know, um, because one of the things that I mentioned this the other day on a live stream. I hear a lot of people talking about, this kind of stuff and that kind of stuff going on, stacking food, doing this. But, what about the gang aspect? There's a lot of gangs in this country. There's a
Yeah.
lot of gangs everywhere in this country. You could have a gang in your own town that you don't even know about because they're just hanging low and being quiet, you know. So, gangs are something else that people need to be aware of, and be ready to deal with because, a lot of these honeybee, exactly, marauders,
Yeah.
there's these people out there that, I'm gonna tell you, one of the worst things in the world is a mother or daddy that has a hungry child that is screaming and hungry.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you right now that is a scary thought.
Yeah.
I know for me, oh, what in the world? I know for me,
I thought he blew up.
yeah, for real. But yeah, gangs, yes, exactly. Gangs travel from their town to yours. That these kind of things people need to be ready for, man. You need to understand, security. You need to understand, if you've got a few people, be willing to uproot and move somewhere. Having a
Yeah.
plan is awesome. Have a plan for everything you can think of, but also be willing to open up your mind and allowing your plans, you know what I'm saying, to
Yeah,
be
you sometimes you have to adapt a plan to something that's going
exact.
on. You have to be able to adapt.
And that's going to be 90% of the people that are trying to get away from it. It's going to be adapting.
Yeah.
If you want to be
Mm.
able to adapt, I mean, let's say some redneck has a little car, he can survive fishing or something. He can survive, but he has a little car. How's he going to adapt? Guess what? You got to go take a car. So you're going to go to the next man that has one. You're going to take it. So that's how
Yeah.
survival works. I mean, it's just
Right.
survival. So that means, guess who's they're going to take? They're going to take yours or mine, or they're going to take somebody else's. So you got to be prepared for that and protect yourself from that as well.
And there, right there on the screen, is an absolute thing we need to make sure we understand. If you don't think your government won't kill you and won't do things to
You're
you, that,
you've been blinded.
Think again.
yeah, exactly. That's see that it came up. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. These people these people out here, man, are lying to you, and they do this on a daily basis. I mean, how many times have we seen people like Project Veritas and
Yeah.
the you know and you know they I watched one deal where a CNN anchor was standing in a ditch because the water was flooding a little bit. I seen the whole
I've seen
video.
this meme. I've seen it.
Well, I actually saw a video of somebody else that was taking the video, and they were standing. This dude was standing in a ditch. Everybody else was standing up, and the water was only like this deep. But he's standing like nearly waist high, and he's like, "Man, it's flooding like mad. You know, it's my God, everybody's gonna wash away. You know." And I'm just over there like, really? I mean, I mean, come on. You know, why not? Why not?
Stupidity.
Well, why not just stand up there on top of the water and just state facts like, hey guys, you know, look, the water is rising a little bit, you know, we're getting some flood down the street, you know, watch out for snakes, you know, this washes a lot of critters.
Oh, but that wouldn't pull the ratings in, backwoods. You know, that's what it's all about is money. That's what it's all about is money.
But you got to remember that's how Vietnam got started.
Hey,
Uh,
Bianco.
they even proved that at the Vietnam, that's how it actually got started with us. Is that we had the news actually faked U-boats was hit, and then we stepped in, knowing that that's what they did. But then later on, we find out there was nobody around there. They just said that, and that was New York who did that also. So you know, for it, I they out. That's all they go for is that money. Right?
Yeah.
They got to get all that power.
Well, and that's the whole. Hey, Born Eraser, what's up? Yeah, see, that's the whole thing is, guys, you know, everybody's got to understand, man. We've got to be ready on all fronts, man. There is, you know, and there's a good one right there. God motivates me, not fear, and that's exactly right, guys. You know, anybody out there that is a believer, you know, understand that God does not like fear. He only, you know, the only one you're to fear is Him. You know, and don't be scared of nothing. I've actually, you know, I've actually got a video coming out in the morning, and it talks about what is life. It's one that I released like 4 months ago, and I cut some stuff out of it and kind of redone the video and shortened it up a little bit, and it's still 17 minutes long, but it talks about a lot of this stuff, you know, about living life and being, you know, living life, man. I mean, don't be scared, you know, don't be in fear. You know, stop letting these people scare you to death.
Everybody creates their own fear. What you're scared of is another man's not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anybody out there that hunts, you walk out into the woods at an hour and a half before daylight, and you're walking out there by yourself, you know, and you're walking out there, man. You know, even though you got a high-powered rifle in your hands, you know, you're walking and you're like, you can't really see anything, you know. And
you're hearing sticks break and all kind of craziness.
yeah, dude, you're hearing all these weird sounds and stuff, and you're looking around, you know, and for me, you know, I sit on the ground, so I'm not up in a tree stand, you know, where I'm, you know, so I'm just like on the ground, and I'm like, well, I hear them sticks breaking, and I'm like, looking, you know, like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, you know, scary, yeah, kind of, but at the same time, I go out there, man, and I do it because you know, I'm like, you know, if something runs up on me, we're gonna fight. I mean,
Don't tangle.
we're gonna tackle if it's
a raccoon.
If it's a raccoon, if it's a bear, if it's Bigfoot, or if it's the boogeyman, we gonna fight, you know, and you know, so you know, I want everybody out there to have that mentality, man. I don't want people out there to be scared. You know, don't be afraid, man. Um, yeah, well, it could be Bigfoot back, redneck prepper. I mean, hey, man, you know, I actually have been in the woods and heard that distinct knock on a tree, like 6 times in a row, just dook, dook, you know, and our deal is up in the middle of nowhere, man. And hey, you know, I kind of looked. I checked that old 357 Magnum I keep on my side. You know, I looked and I was like, okay, she's loaded and ready. You know, and pull
Oh
back
yeah.
the high-powered rifle. You know, I'm like, oh yeah. And you know, my cousin comes around the other way than he normally comes, and he's whistling and stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, man, did you hear them knocks? And it's like, yeah, I heard them. He goes, well, I mean, I don't really want to go up there and find out what it is. And I said, well, I don't either. I said, because that sounded like Bigfoot to me. And he
Yeah.
goes, yeah, man, you know, so I don't know, you know, was it Bigfoot? And it was probably somebody up there messing with us, you know, but who cares? I ain't going up there and finding out. If somebody's stupid enough to walk out in the woods and knock around on a tree, man, they might not be right in the head anyway during
Right.
deer season. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
about me, I don't back down from nothing. I even run into a wild boar. I'll get it. The only time I even thought I didn't say nothing to him is when he
right?
went to go to Kentucky. When I went to Kentucky and got in them cave systems, started exploring caves and found a little tight spot, start shimming up in there. I can't see
Yeah.
nothing. I don't hear nothing. And then just a little drop, like a rock hits it, and then it drops about 40 feet. Then you start noticing, wait a minute, what's wrong with James?
Yeah.
I just passed gas because I'm scared of shit. I was trying to figure out what's behind me. Didn't know there was a cliffside behind.
You see
Yeah.
that?
I live in the foothills of the Appalachians, and we have a lot of caves over here behind the house.
You know what I'm talking about? You walk in there and you shimming in there like you're like a
Oh
snake.
yeah.
I
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and back out. I've got an early doctor's appointment in the morning.
All right.
Good to be with y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming up and sharing stuff with us, man. We always enjoy it and always enjoy
Yeah.
having you here, man. Thank you.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
always
Y'all have a good night or a good morning.
right.
ugly prepper.
Yeah.
Try you some Tai Chi. Get it on YouTube and work on it. It'll work on your legs.
Oh, he hit the wrong. Well, so anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, Seven Wonders. What's up, man? I've seen you in a while. I like those Seven Wonders, man. He's cool.
Backwoods, I tell you a movie you can watch. You'll kind of like it. Backcountry.
I may have seen it.
I finally watched it. I got a kick out of it. But you like it. And then Descend. That's
What
pretty
about
good movie.
what about stuff like They Live in the Woods and A Haunting in Connecticut and stuff like that? I like to watch scary movies, man. Like a month or so, start watching scary movies just before hunting season,
Mhm.
just to make myself think about things like that and you know, kind of spook myself. You know, we call it boogering up down here. You kind of got boogered up, you know, and you know, kind of get boogered up there before you go in the woods, but to see how brave you really are. You know what I'm saying? You get out there, man, and your mind starts playing tricks on you. You know.
Movie to get your attention, though, that will work good would be Strangers. That's when that person knocks on that door, and they go through the house, and eventually they get in and whack the people. But I was like, wait a minute. I had to rewatch that like 5 or 6 times. That got to me a little bit. And Cabinet 27 is based on a true story. Same time my sister was murdered. Them 2 movies actually got to me.
Well, and not to mention, you know, things like going off into the woods, like up there where we're at, where our deer camp is. You know, it's out in the middle of freaking nowhere. You know, you never know when you're gonna walk up on some of them old Arkansas fellers up there in the woods. You know, cooking that meth. You know what I'm saying? That,
Hey, we got around here too now.
that can turn into a bad deal too.
We got a few here.
Where you at?
North Georgia, not far from you.
Oh, okay.
Ringo.
You got some wild people down there in Georgia, though.
Oh yeah.
Hell, they some kickboxers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm in Ringgold, Georgia.
What is it?
Ringgold,
Oh, okay.
a couple miles south of Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah. Y'all ever had that guy that was from Black Mountain, Georgia, with that darn bear?
Yeah.
I used to, when they come around here, they debate it. But heck, I was the last person got to wrestle that damn bear. I thought it was fun as hell.
Hold on a minute. What was it? Why you watch Brokeback Mountain, man?
Yeah, I watched it too.
You what?
Yeah, they made fun of rednecks. I had to watch it.
Dude, I've got a really funny story about Brokeback, about
It was
that
actually
movie.
a pretty good movie until they got in the tent.
I wouldn't know because I ain't never watched it, but I'll tell you this. I did. So one of my pet peeves is like if you've seen a movie, you know what I'm saying, or if you hadn't seen a movie yet and you want to watch a movie and then someone that has seen it goes to telling you about it, you know, boy, that irritates the fire out of me. So I was up there at the Walmarts one day, and this old boy, this old man, he's an older man. I was over there looking at the movies, you know, and I love westerns, man. I've got like 1150, 1200 westerns on DVD, and I freaking love westerns, especially the older ones, you know, and so I'm up there and I found this western that I hadn't seen yet, you know, and I was sitting there looking at it, and this old man comes by there and he looks and he's like, "Oh yeah," he said, "You like them westerns, do you, boy?" And I said, "Yes, sir." I said, "I do," you know, and he said, "Yeah, it's a pretty good western right there." And I said, "Well, I ain't seen it yet, you know." Well, he goes on to telling me about the damn western, and I'm just sitting there looking at him like, well, you know, like I said, I hadn't seen this western yet, you know. What's up, Prepping 101? And so I anyway, so he goes to looking at movies and he tells me like the whole freaking movie, you know, sitting there, and I'm just sitting there looking at him, you know. So he's sitting there looking around and he picks up that movie Brokeback Mountain. And he goes, "What's this about?" He goes, "I ain't never seen this." And I said, it's a newer western, you know. And I said, these old boys, you know, they go up and buy them old homestead place, you know. I start telling him all this stuff, you know. I said, man, they call it Brokeback Mountain because that's the mountain they were on or whatever. And it was because it's so hard there, you know, and they, you know, people, you know, it breaks your back, you know, trying to be there and everything. He's like, "Boy, howdy, I'll tell you what, this might just be a good western. I think you ought to buy it," you know. And well, he did. He freaking stuck it in his shopping cart and went home, man. So I can imagine when he got home.
He enjoyed that.
He's probably thinking, man, this is a good movie, you know.
Oh,
and
so
then,
you didn't talk to him again after that?
no, I ain't seen him since.
Oh,
His old lady probably, I guess if he was married or whatever, I guess the old lady probably thought, "What in the hell's wrong with you?"
well, she probably watched it. Yeah, my old lady would have watched it.
Molly, the only thing she gets a kick out of is watching me watch Ghost. Patrick.
It was a good movie until it got to the 10. We got to the 10, it ruined it. I was like, damn, this movie sucks now. Can't even watch it.
I can't do it, man. I'm not, you know, I ain't got any problem with anybody that wants to be, you know, or is or whatever, you know, gay or whatever, man. But I'm not gonna sit down and watch a movie about it, man. I'm just not.
You know, Bigfoot is the one I used to watch when I was a kid. I would watch it over and over again because the background and stuff, you actually get into it. Going in the woods, riding horses, going all into the area. Legend of Bigfoot. I'd sit there and watch that for hours.
Man, I have that 3-disc series. My Name is Nobody and Nobody is My Name, and what was the other one? Dadgummit. Yeah, the Terrence Hill, dude, that freaking amazing Western, man. Man, what was that? I think Nobody is My Name, My Name is Nobody, and there's one other one. Trinity is My Name. Yep. Dude, I'm telling you, what freaking awesome Westerns, dude. But yeah, I don't know, guys. You know, like I said, man, I just I feel sorry for the horses that had to see that. Right on, Honeybee. They're probably like, man, come on, man, you got me tied up here. I can't even run off.
I bet Backwood Prepper. I bet he actually blazing at least 5 times.
Well, Rip Curl, see, Rip Curl's always. I told you not to be telling folks about that, man.
Ah, shit.
Rip
Told your secrets.
I know. I can't trust him with any information or anything we do at all anymore.
Damn.
You know. What's up, Tyler Hood?
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah,
we got you. Right on. Hey, dude, you know you've heard. I know you've heard because my wife told me about it today. You've heard about this so-called sexual assault day on the 24th.
What?
Yeah, apparently all these pedos are declaring April 24th the day they're sexually assaulted or some shit. What, dude? When she told me that, I said, "Well, I'm gonna go to Make-A-Wish Foundation and ask them if they'll send Drew Barrymore, Jennifer, or J-Lo, and fucking Betty White over to the house to sexually assault me."
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, turn your.
What? What's wrong with that?
Mute your YouTube. Mute your.
It is.
Because we're getting an echo.
Hey, from me?
Yep.
It might be. Who knows? My shit's been acting stupid.
Yeah, it's a echo. A real bad echo. See, right there.
Yeah.
Well, we had
Is that better?
I don't know. Let me talk. Yeah, it's better.
Echo.
I was going to say because I turned YouTube off. I'm just on StreamYard now.
Stuart, I've been knowing Trailer Hood for a while now.
I'm curious.
Did you see my other comment? Did you see my other comment I put out there for you earlier?
No, I did not, man. I
figured you would. And all kinds of shit. Well, I know that this is your channel and I've been on here, so in order for my comments to pop up in StreamYard, I got to be on the top chat. So I was writing all kinds of shit, so you see me.
Right. Well, I don't know about all that whatever day or whatever you were just talking about, but I'm gonna just.
I don't know much about it either.
I catch anybody trying to commit any kind of crime, sexual assault crime, and they're probably not going to walk away from that incident.
Hell no.
I'm just telling you straight up.
Well, unless it's like I said, unless it's Drew Barrymore, J-Lo, and Betty White coming to.
Well, I don't.
I'm okay with that. That's like my trio of fantasy right there, man. I could die a happy man.
I can die happy man.
I'm just kind of one of them.
Man,
I'm just kind of one of them. I'm a happily married guy, and I'm good with what I.
So am I. I'm just. I am too. Patriots fucking around. You need to lighten up. Stop taking everything so goddamn serious all the time. You're going up a stroke here by the time Saturday rolls around.
I just, man, I just been trying to go a
You've been,
different direction, you know, with things, man. I just it seemed like before when I first started, like on Dangerous Freedom's channel, and was going up in these different ones, and I was Patriot, you know, 3%er, and I was getting hyped up, and you know, I was starting to get emails and getting phone calls, you know, telling me I needed to calm down, and you know, I wasn't going to get to come on certain streams anymore, and things like that, and you know, and
right.
it just seemed like I got stuck in this little wall. You know what I'm saying? It was just that's where I was, and so I just decided, you know, the Patriot stuff. I did it last year. I may have to do it again here very quick. Seems like depending on the Chauvin or whatever
What
his
is
name
Patriot,
is.
man?
Huh? You,
I said, what really is Patriot anymore, though?
yeah, I mean, you know, and that's kind of that's why I changed my name. You know, that's why I changed my name to Backwoods and Prepping. You know, because you know, prepping and things like that. You know, a lot of these rednecks out here where I live at, you know, they are patriots, man. They're ready to get down. You know, it's like hell with it. You know, you want to come try to destroy our shit, we'll show you what's up. You know.
They're just they
Yeah, that's how
above
this
them left
is.
anymore, man. Hey, dude, I'm gonna switch over to my bed signal, and
Yeah,
I'll be back. I'll hop off the computer and just on my phone.
yeah, you're really breaking up really bad.
Peace out, Arkansas.
But you know, like I said, man, the thing about it is I don't. I just wanted to. I just wanted to, you know, kind of change things and try to get a go into a different
Aspect.
aspect of myself, you know, and show that my normal stuff I do is what y'all been seeing me doing on my videos, man. You know, we got I gathered I gathered 3 eggs today. All 3 of my hens are laying, and I've got 6 more over here, baby chicks that are growing like crazy, and you know, about to be getting, you know, more eggs from them. You know, these are the kind of things I do. You know, go fishing, go hunting. You know, cut grass in my body armor.
I don't know, but I've showed.
I might make a video about that. Dangerous has a video of twerking in his body armor, and I actually go outside and work in my yard in my body armor just to stay used to it. So I might make a video of that.
I got to up my game. I was just working for fun.
No, I actually like seriously go out and cut my whole yard and weed eat and all that with my body armor on.
Yeah, them rocks hurt.
Yeah, they do, especially when you weed eat. Because I always take my guard off there. You know, the little guard down there by the weed eater head, man. I take that. I don't even put it on, man. If I, you know, or take it off if it comes with it, you know.
Every time I buy a new one, I rip it off. Take it off. Throw in the garbage.
When I do my yard, I do about 3 more neighbors' yard at the same time because they're too old, and I use a weed eater. You talking about getting sunburned? I want to no more. I figured out how to do it and do it quick with the weed eater. I said, hell yeah, I'll try it this way. 1 hour.
Well, I might just make a video on it and just talk about the fact of, you know, if you've got body armor and you think you're going to have to use it, you better get used to it because that stuff ain't light.
Nope.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, man, when you got full loadout on that thing, dude, god dang, man, it gets heavy, you know, and you got to get used to having it on you, you know, and having all that stuff there and being able to move around and maneuver and stuff, man. So,
well, me, I don't care too much about the body armor. I'm more like trying to figure out, since I know how my city is, all the way up to High Rock Lake or get to the mountains. There's a newcomer from out of state getting in my way, trying to get to where I need to go.
freaking Prepper 101 just, man, Man, Purple 101 keeps me cracked up, man. God dang, dude. That's funny right there.
It'll keep you alert, all right.
Well, let me ask this 101. Do you manscape with it? That's staying alert right there. Now, you want to talk about staying alert is if you manscape with a weed eater. Because that could turn out bad real quick.
Real fast.
That's funny.
I don't know about that, guys.
What, shave with it?
Yeah, I'm not shaving with it. I might manscape with it. I don't know. They give a whole different meaning to weed whacker. Just saying.
Is that how
I ain't got no string on it. Look, you can tell I ain't used that thing in days.
Hey, that makes a good engine for a little boat.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, buy you a cheap brand.
Oh, okay. I see which one it
Buy
is.
you a hyper tough. They work better than the good one.
God dang. Oh. What is Arkansas talking about? He can't even spell, man. Arkansas, what are you doing?
I don't know. He couldn't even figure out his computer today. I had to get off of it since he couldn't figure it out.
Well, he didn't I don't think he caught the comment in K Marie's chat earlier when I went over there. I don't think he got to catch that comment that I said I told him that as an elder in Arkansas, I'm pulling his Arkansas card. He's no longer allowed to use Arkansas Living with that weak stream he did earlier. And he's going to have to, he can call himself truck living or, living by the woods or something. I don't know, but he can't call himself Arkansas any longer. Arkansas Living is no longer acceptable with that weak stream you did earlier, dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
Backwoods, you got anything you can use to turn that weed eater into a boat engine?
Actually, yeah, I do have some trolling motor props. I've got 2 or 3 extra trolling motor props that I keep in my boat, and the pin and stuff. Yeah, I bet I could do it. I bet it wouldn't be hard.
That'd be a good video, man. Think about it. That'd be a good video.
Arkansas. Look at you going on over there, Trailer Hood. That's what I'm talking about, bud.
We got it up.
It got it up good.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bud. Let me see if you're muted. You're not muted. You're not muted at all. I can't hear you, bud. Seriously.
Hey, Backwoods, how you been making your videos? What camera you use?
Huh?
Low.
Kind of.
What about now?
Yeah, there you go. Now we got you.
Is that better?
Yeah. There you go. We got you now.
I think he's using cell phone or phone.
Cell phone is better. It ain't echoing, is it?
Nope.
I had to turn the mic volume up and switch it to my wired headset.
Guess what my webcam is? My cell phone.
Well, for some reason, the last month, man, all of my fucking internet's been acting retarded. Like everything. Nothing wants to work right. Like, you're even glitchy on my phone. You keep glitching.
This here, you got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
It was fully charged, and every time I turned around, it was beeping. Nobody's calling, but it was beeping. And I noticed the bar, it's a straight line with, it was like a B, big B. It was what was causing it.
Hey, you know what? Patriot, do you remember do you remember back in the old days on Saturday nights when you could go out and you know, maybe find 5 or 6 or a dozen bars scattered throughout a city that are doing open mics or bands playing, or get a gig going out and playing a show and actually interacting with fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah.
We do that all the time.
Dude, I am sick of fucking life sucks anymore.
Well, you obviously need to move, man. We still do what we want to do around here.
You do to an extent. You do to an extent. You ain't going. I doubt the city life where you guys are at is anything like it used to be, because it ain't anywhere.
Well,
I'm talking about. I mean, look, dude. Out in the middle of nowhere, yeah, you guys didn't get affected. You're still having your fucking barn parties. I get it. You know, I know that you guys are still doing kegers and hairy buffaloes. Good for you.
Well, I mean, it's
We're
a free
doing women over here.
You can leave. I mean, and move to another area in the country. You know what I'm saying? You can leave where you're at.
If it were that simple, man, you know that. Come on. Wife, kids, careers.
All replaceable. Just kidding. Can't replace the kids.
Oh, yeah, you can. Those would be the first ones I'd trade in.
Well, I just
about it.
I was going to say, I've yet to get any takers that'll take them off my hands and give them back when they're about 16.
I'll take them from you, buddy. I got 5. I'll take a few more.
Yeah, I got 6, and I'm trying to get rid of them.
well, I want to know. So, I want to know, Chev. You started asking me a question a minute ago.
Yeah.
What I didn't hear the question.
I was asking about what camera do you use to film your videos for fishing and all that stuff I watched.
That's right here.
Just a phone, right?
My cell phone.
That's what I figured. Who's holding it?
He is.
No, actually.
Really?
Actually, I used to, and I made a video, and I was trying to. Someone sent me a couple of stickers, and you know, because I'm a guy and I've got, you know, my refrigerator. I've got a refrigerator out here in my shop, you know, in the freezer. So you know, I've got to put stickers on it. You know, I mean, you can't just let it be bare. You know, you got to put stickers on it. So
hey, I feel you, man.
Someone sent me some stickers, so I was doing a video about it, you know, and telling them thank you and showing them me putting the stickers up. And I tried to put my phone down, and it kind of slipped and fell, and I was like, oops. I was like, well, I ain't got one of them holder thingies, you know. I couldn't think of the name of it real quick, you know, and I just wanted to continue with the video, and I didn't know how to say tripod or whatever. And one of my subscribers freaking sent me a tripod, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
And in the mail, man. It was very nice of them, and it was someone named Celeste G, and I'm so thankful, and I'm using the crap out of the video I made about the fishing, you know, the 2 fishing videos I made. I used the tripod the whole time, man. I mean, just freaking awesome, you know. You know.
Well, me, I've been using a ladder. I use a ladder and that tripod, but I want one of them tripods as long as I am, so I can put it up as a regular tripod and telephone. I get tired of carrying that damn ladder here and there.
So I've been using this, but I do own this.
What's that? Oh yeah.
It's just a little Fuji HD. It's a nice little camera, and the problem is my batteries are not wanting to charge. The batteries are bad or something. I'm not. This thing's a couple of years old. It's been sitting. I was using it when I used to coach football.
What kind of battery pack is it?
Oh, it's one of these.
Is it ones like it looks like it's got 3 double A's in it wrapped?
No, it's this right here.
Oh, one of them Nike. That's one of them NiCad batteries.
Yeah. And I was using it to. Yeah, see, this battery won't charge either.
Well, you either need new batteries or a new battery charger, one or the other.
Well, it shows the light come on when I first plug it in.
Just that doesn't matter, man. That light will still come on and it not charge if the battery charger's bad.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get the new batteries for it, and it's I used it for when I was doing Pee Wee football. I was coaching defense, and I was using it to film the game so we could watch what the other teams were doing and seeing where we were making mistakes and such, you know. And I hadn't used it in 2 or 3 years, so the batteries has probably just went bad because they've not been charged, you know.
Well, I was going to say, you know how you can tell if they're bad, right?
I ain't sticking my tongue to it.
No, you just fucking you pour some gasoline on them, light it on fire, and then go to the store and buy some new ones.
If you do it live, though, I want to see this.
Well, I do know, Trailer. I can plug my battery charger in, and the camera will come right on.
Right. So that tells you it's not the camera then, and that tells you it's not the charger itself.
Right.
That tells you it's bad batteries. See, look, you already problem solved it right now.
Well,
you know for a fact what you need to do.
I knew that. That's what I was saying. I got to go get more batteries.
Well, then why initially was you acting like you didn't know for sure what you had to do?
I don't know.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Man.
So anyway, I'm gonna try to do it from there. You know, because your phone, like coming up this week, I'm gonna try to get these batteries tomorrow because the phone, you know, you only got so much memory on it, you know. And we got this coming weekend, we have a camp out that we're doing. We're going to get there early Saturday morning and set up camp. We're going to use our bug out bags.
Is it that? It doesn't happen to be that big fucking that militia camp thing down in Georgia, is it?
No, we're it's my little mag group we got, man. It's going to be 6 or 7, maybe 8 of us there, and we're just going to go down there and we're going to do night ops and you know, do some we're going to have a patrol, you know, a security, you know what I mean, guard or whatever, you know.
Yeah, you guys are going to go through the motions.
Yeah, we're gonna do it all, like, so I'm gonna make multiple videos, you know, and I've got some new equipment over here that I'm gonna test out and do some reviews on them, you know, and everything. And
what I was getting at, Backwoods, is I just bought a camera for $299. It's the Instago 360 Go, or Insta 360 Go 2 is what it's called. But that's it.
Wow.
It record 30-minute videos, and they're full HD or 4K, whatever you want to be in. But it has a pendant that sticks to your shirt.
But you can't flash that video.
Yeah. Well, it's Bluetooth, so you can wirelessly connect it, and you can share it to your phone or whatever. You can edit the videos in the app and share it to your phone, and then you can share them on YouTube.
You know, them guys was talking about using up all their memory on their telephone. I tell them put it on the computer and use one of these. And then after that, you get it on the computer and get your flash drive, all you film, put it up. And all the videos that you got on your telephone, you can delete and you have your memory back.
Well, you know, I can take my laptop, and I can plug in my phone to my laptop, and I can move the files over to my laptop, you know. So I am going to have my laptop with me, but I want to try to get this camera working. You know, I bought the thing and it works, and man, it's a great camera. It shoots really good footage, and it comes with one of these little things that you can stick in it, and I can just do multiple videos, stick them right in my laptop here, and you know, pull the videos and everything. But
so hey, before because I'm gonna take off and go to bed real soon, I just wanted to ask you that I hopped on real quick because I saw your topic, war or not. What was that about?
Well,
real quick.
Are we going to go to war or not? You know, I mean, are we going to see it in the United States, basically?
Well, that's yet to be determined yet.
Right.
And the timeline.
Well, the timeline is they're getting really sloppy with it. I'll tell you that.
You know what everybody else has been doing. Me and Sean
Well-
Ryan, it's been that way.
Dude, I ain't never seen them act this sloppy about some shit. I mean, seriously, it's so fucking. What they're doing is so sloppy, it don't make sense.
I mean, think about it. Hell, the first stimulus check came out. What do you think they're doing?
Yeah.
Let's just hand out money. What do you do when shit's about to hit the fan?
Oh,
You start
well,
handing
check it out, man. The next stimulus isn't even going to go to most Americans. It's going to go to the minority communities only.
Yeah.
I'm a minority.
Well, this is what nobody paid attention. I did catch on to it, and I figured most of it out. That great reset. If you go back to the 70s when they did a reset, we all sat there and watched our mom and daddy keep working, didn't change shit, and they still was creating jobs. Here, they collapse every damn thing. They give it up everything. Who's going to be paying for anything if you don't have no jobs?
No, they didn't collapse everything. I mean, the hustle fucking gig is booming right now. If you can go out and hustle on the streets, you're making money.
Yeah.
But if I did that, I'm going to jail for 20 or 30 years.
Well, the main thing, like I said, I wanted to talk about are we going to go to war or not? But true, it's all to be determined. I mean, we can't know what they're going to freaking do. But the main thing is I like to start out and get people thinking. Are we going to go to war? Or war or not? And get people to thinking on that, and then move from there to what are we going to do about it?
The thing is I think that we should try to avoid it at all costs.
Absolutely.
You've heard me several times. I'm like completely done with hearing "call me when the fucking when the revolution starts" type shit, or these motherfuckers that post the. I'm done with it, man. I'm done.
Exactly.
You shouldn't want to only get up off your couch and fucking do something if you ain't got no other choice. That shouldn't be the only time you get up and do something. That means That means you're not only weak-minded, you're weak-willed. You're fucking. You ain't got no strength. Weak. You're just a fucking weak person altogether.
Yeah, or sitting back and even so much as saying, things like, letting someone else handle it. I've always been one of them kind of people, man, where I'm like, well, I see 200 people down there at the Capitol, man, so they don't need me. Yes, they do. Because
because 201 is better than 200.
Yeah, we don't need 200. We need 2,000 down there. We need 3,000, Show up down there anyway, no matter how many's down there.
I'm going to tell you this, just as well as I do, man. The people that say shit like that ain't never got off their ass and even went to a fucking PTA meeting.
The more people you got there, the more your voice is heard. You know what I'm saying? They look down there and the last one that I went to, there was 15 freaking people that showed up.
See, look, Patriot, listen to me for a second. People like you and I, and I'm assuming some of these other fellas, because I've never met the other two. I'm not talking about Brokeback Mountain that just came to the show, but people like you and I, well, we should actually be going out and pushing for people to start going to their city council meetings.
Yes.
Twice a month. The fact that city council meetings are completely empty other than the council members is insane. There should be so many people in that fucking council hall that they're pouring out the fucking doors. Everybody should want to know what the fuck's going on in their city.
Yeah, like they can't even, like they ain't got this, not just standing room only. They ain't got no room for nobody else. Then
right.
People just outside, just crowded to the hilt, man.
If we can get people to start doing that, then they'll start doing things like going to rallies and shit like that. But we got to start. In order to get that to happen, at this point, we got to start small.
My city, that's the whole thing about it. My city council members have their own little private meeting on a golf club. Nobody knows when they're going to go have that meeting.
Well, and look, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have people with what I just said say, well, that's going to take too long. So So what? You just sit and do nothing because that's going to take too long? You said, what do we do? Well, there's what we do.
I agree with you on that.
You
It's
know,
not like
it's that
here,
simple. This really isn't rocket science. It really isn't. You know, you don't fight a fucking overreaching, corrupt, tyrannical fucking industrial fucking military machine like we have by going to the fucking eyeball of the snake first. You got to start at the tail of that motherfucker and start chopping it up pieces at a time.
Right.
Hopefully, it'll bleed out before you make it to the head.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Like Zane, the city council meetings are supposed to be public. Okay. So if they're doing Zoom meetings, people need to get together and start pushing your city council to release, to send the Zoom meetings out.
I almost guarantee you, every city, if you go to their Facebook page, because my city does it, every city I've lived in, if you go to their Facebook page, they do have restreams of the city council meetings.
Yeah.
Every city.
Right.
You know, for everybody's excuse on why they can't do it, I have an answer to how they can do it.
Right.
Well, Congressman. That's the other area.
Say what?
Market green, so
As they go from the city, then you go to Congress. Complain to the Congressman at the same time.
There's your real words right there. Look at the screen. There's your real words right there. That is the truth of it right there.
yeah.
That is a simple way of putting it. Most people don't care, or get active until something personally affects them.
But see, the thing is this is personally affecting everybody and has been for decades. They just are too stupid to realize it.
Well, I don't know that I would go too stupid. I think that people are too busy keeping up with the Jones. They're too worried about selfies, and they're too worried about, their Facebook posts, and they're too worried about going out and having that new car to drive. They're too worried about these kind of things, man, to stop and say, I want to do all this stuff, and just have my freedom to run out and do what I want to do. I don't want to have to get tied up and going and doing this. Meanwhile, your freedoms are being taken away from you.
I was just talking to the wife the other day and a couple other people about that thing that, that was that American dream that you're talking about that they sold Generation X. That was the biggest lie ever sold to us.
It goes back to what they did about Bull and a Frog. Story about Bull and a Frog.
Yeah, I remember, hey, most of you guys are probably, late 30s, early 50s.
I'm 56.
Yeah, well, you still fit in Generation X too. And we were told our whole life we were going to be the reason why this country failed. I'm starting to believe that they were right because we fell for the bullshit.
That's where I look at it.
And see but here too, check this out. What's crazy about that too is Generation X is the most fucking, like, what you would call fucking woke about this shit. Generation X is the generation that sees everything that's wrong with this fucking country, bitches about it, and does nothing.
Yep.
Well, I gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
All these people that can't protest, dude, what are they going to do when that job ain't there no more because they couldn't protest, and that protest was what was going to be what defined the future of your life.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
And
what's up, North Shore?
Don't you cuss me now. What's going on, brother?
What's happening, man?
Fuck you, you fucking motherfucking piece of fucking goddamn fucking shit.
I'm getting ready to get off now.
All right, hang on a second. Let me go ahead and ask me who that dirty bastard is cussing me out on the panel. We can't even. He doesn't even have the respect to show his own face. Who that?
I don't know. I can't see him.
He's a misfit.
That guy over there.
I can't see him.
Use your eyeballs. Use your ocular cavities, bro. You got glasses on.
Yeah, hey, dude, I wear those just for show, man. I'm blind as a fucking bat.
Well, they sure don't make you any cuter.
Yeah, that's what my wife tells me too.
I think his beard
All
looks
right,
nice.
how you doing, Trailer Hood? Dangerous.
What's good, brother?
Chev.
What's going on?
Of course, our gracious host, Backwoods and Preppin'. But who's the bastard we can't see?
You can see me. You've been able to see me. I was just going like that.
Was that your
Goodness
new?
gracious. What the heck?
He had the camera pointed up in the air in case he tripped and fell. You know, we wouldn't get to see him fall.
Yeah.
It was the
What he
left
said.
hand shaking at this and saying, "Look over here."
Yeah, I was trying to hit my meth pipe, and I didn't want anybody to see it.
Nah.
There you go.
You know, I guess since you guys are just going to call me out, I'll just put it out there.
Well, so we've got all of us three up top has had time to talk quite a bit, and Dangerous came on first, and then North Shore. So let's hear what y'all got to say, Dangerous, and then North Shore. What y'all got to say?
Okay,
Make it quick, broke back.
So, all right, war or not? Are you talking like? Are you talking about like United States going to war, or are you talking like conflict in Ukraine, or?
I need to turn this shit up.
I mean, is this just a general topic? I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, it's just basically. All right, let me explain this again.
Well,
Are we going to war or not? I don't know. We don't know.
No, we don't.
Who knows? But here's the point. Should we go to war? The things that we can't control over there is if we go to war or not. The things we can control is what do we do when we go to war?
the thing is, freedom is that those 3 words, go to war, or no, those 5 words, go to war, not for, whatever it is.
Right.
Those 4 words are a pretty fucking loaded question, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dangerous and North Shore. Dangerous, like I said, you popped on the panel first. If you would elaborate with what your thoughts are.
I think we've already got an administration that has dealings with the Ukraine.
It's not the Ukraine anymore. It's Ukraine.
Whatever. That is
Well,
semantic.
Hang on.
I'm just
No. My point is, if you ask me, the administration is already compromised because of this. He's even come out in public and admitted it that he's already duped the Ukrainians or Ukrainian or whatever you want to call them. So do I know what he's planning on doing? No. None of us have a clue what he's going to do. Can America afford a war? If you ask me, no, I don't think it would be in our best interest to go to war. I mean, let them have it. I say,
so you're looking at more the global aspect of it rather than the home soil aspect of it.
yeah, because
Okay.
the main reason I say that is because fortunately where I live, we don't have violent protests. We don't have these peaceful protesters out there burning down stores and looting and all that stuff going on. We just don't have it where I live.
Lucky you. There's your white privilege for you folks.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Let me get my card.
North Shore, what you got, bud? Talk to us.
All right. First of all, what I want to do is I want to thank our gracious host here for having us on the panel. I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for being here, everyone on the panel, even you, Shiv.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we talked.
I like your background, by the way, Chevo.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So, IMHO.
Let me Google that.
Yeah, knock yourself out, bro. War is a foregone conclusion. Okay. And now I'm talking about in the East. All right. Now, there's been threats made against US. All right. So that may automatically draw in. You understand what I'm saying? Because the potato, or those who speak for the potato,
right,
can't not say nothing. All right. Now, me, as your northern brother, as a Canadian, totally got to chime in on this. Totally got to chime in on it. I believe war is a foregone conclusion. Like
let me ask you something. Now, when you're talking, are you talking as a foregone conclusion for America, or over where the potato is?
Well, if you wouldn't overspeak me, you would have already heard that.
Sorry.
Fuck's sakes. Somebody asked me to speak and people overtalk me.
All right, well, hang on. Chill out, everybody. We ain't gonna.
No. I'm not all like that.
We're gonna be nice.
I'm not all like that. I'm saying, I think war over in the East, is a foregone conclusion. Especially with all the little dalliances within Turkey and that. And forget the Far East. We ain't even thinking about the Far East right now, right? However, how it all matters into not America, but North America, it matters to us because America is getting drawn into it because of threats from Ruski. Okay? So, with that being the case, all right, bear this in mind, guys and gals. Bear this in mind. We have had stations in place for information collection for decades since the Cold War to protect America, from attacks from the North. So, I mean, there's been talk in the last week about the Russian ships moving into the Arctic. Yeah, well, we've got huge eyes on that. You guys ain't got no idea. Huge eyes on that. And you know what? We're some of where your best intel comes from to protect you guys. And that will always happen in my mind as a patriot and as a Canadian, and as a North American and as a service member. Like, they ain't gonna be coming over the top. I'll tell you that right now. Hell no, not gonna happen. Although I do see a full-blown war in the areas in question. It's not a pretty thing, and it's not. I'm not looking forward to seeing what the responses are from, especially Mr. Frickin' Potato Head or Mr. Frickin' Sparkle Socks. Like, what the hell? That really, that's what we got to rely on? Goodness gracious, hopefully they got better military chiefs at hand than their own CDF, common dog fuck, can provide. Goodness gracious. And with not even that, imagine the Far East gets involved. Then it's full-on world stuff. However, I hope it doesn't go that way. Like, God, keep us all safe. God, pray that more strong minds prevail.
We would like to think so. Like you said, God willing.
It's in a bad way. Dangerous.
We are. Yeah, we are.
It's in a bad way. I never thought I'd see shit like this slide into a bad way like that. How quick did that slide into place?
Well, let's see. How long has the potato been in office? Not even 3 months yet. So not very fucking long. And he's already trying to destroy our country and other countries.
Jeep, I do not know any 3%ers in the Charlotte area. Sorry, bud.
Charlotte, what state?
I'm in Arkansas, so I don't.
Yeah, but what state he asking about? Charlotte. There's several.
I think North Carolina. Ain't that where Jeep's?
You're not far from Georgia, so you're close to me.
So, here we go.
Oh shit.
Purple
I got a buddy in the South Carolina, North Carolina area that used to be part of the AP 3% that he could probably link you with somebody.
So we're not talking about bot gangs, are we?
Nah, you ain't got no buddies.
So, Purple 101, what's going on?
John, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Good. Ain't there a way I can turn his?
You can try and adjust his audio manually.
Well, that way you ain't got to put the camera right up to him. How's that?
Good.
All right, say it one more time.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, we got you now. There we go.
I tried to put my purse down. Sorry, man.
Oh man, you're all right.
He was watching that movie.
Well, as long as you got silver in that purse, 101. You'll be all right. So, with all this, like I'm not sure if I'm interrupting a question for someone to answer. If I am, please say so, and I'll just.
Well, no, I was just asking Prepper 101. He's come up on the panel, so I wanted to give him an opportunity to.
All right.
Be able to say something.
I'll hold off.
No. Go ahead, North. No. North, you go ahead. You were already talking, buddy.
No. The question wasn't for you specifically, sir. It was for the panel and everyone in the chat. So I would like to give our good host the opportunity to ask you a question.
Well, no, it's just obviously, I mean, it's just war or not, I mean, what's your thoughts, and where do we go from here,
Yeah, so when it comes down to the war, we've been at war for a long time. It's a different war. We're all focused on nuclear war, ground attacks. We're not going to fight toe to toe with Russia. We're not going to fight toe to toe with China. That's not going to happen. History already shows that. You can go to Korea, and it started since Korea. You can go to Korea, you can go to Vietnam, Afghanistan 2 different times now, right? We're fighting each other, but not directly, right? We're using like we used the Afghanis against Russia in the 80s, right? And they're using the Taliban against us here in our time. War is different. It's for us to get in a straight up toe-to-toe battle. It's going to have to be bad, right? I don't see a nuclear war. I don't. Why would you? If you want your neighbor's house, why would you burn it to the ground, right? It doesn't do you no good to do anything like that, right?
Exactly.
You lose all the value for it. And when it comes down to it, it's not about wanting your neighbor's house. It's wanting to control what goes on in your neighbor's house, right? Because it's easier that way. We're looking at it from a 2-dimensional world. We're looking at it from watching the movie Red Dawn or something like that. Nobody's going to put boots on the ground in America. Not my thought, right? They're gonna beat us in another way. They're already doing it, and they're doing it right now, and they're winning. They're beating us through cyber warfare. They're attacking our banks. They're turning our people against us. They're turning our kids against us, right? They're taking away our government that we've used to make the world a better place, and using it against its own people, right? They're dividing and conquering us from within. I mean, it's the old saying that united we stand, divided we fall, right? It's not just a saying; it's the truth. Our founding fathers knew what they were doing when they wrote the Constitution, when they built our nation, right?
Yep, right.
And here they flood our system with outsiders all the time. And I'm not here to attack people from being immigrants, but they flood our systems to devalue us, right? To lower, to separate us.
Right.
So our war it's been here. It's going on. It's going on in front of us. I mean, look at the Patriot Act, right? We all stood up on our feet and applauded them when they did it. They took our rights away, and we said, "Yeah, do it. We want to get these bad guys." They know human beings are easy to control. Human beings are easy to manipulate, right? It's a pure and simple fact. It happens all the time. It's been happening all through history. We're being controlled, and we think we're standing up against something, but look at our Patriot friends on January 6th, right? What they did was the right thing, but they turned around and they used it against us. But yet when they do it, just like they've been doing in other states right now, I mean, look at Oregon, right? And Minneapolis, right? Minnesota. When they do it, it's a different thing. So they control the most powerful thing there is, and that's information. Information is the key to all battles, right? I mean, you give your enemy information, you give them bad information, right? Just like we did in World War II, we gave them bad information about where we're gonna launch D-Day. But once you control information, or in this case, education, which is our kids, you've already won. China doesn't want to come here and take our country over. China wants to come over and take our economy over, right? And they want us to because in the end, they can't survive without us. They fail, right? They have no economy, right? They're not built that way. To where the U.S. with no bullshit, we could cut off the whole world and we could still be an economy that ran ourselves and still be prosperous, right? But that's not who we are and how we're set up. We have to have troops all over the world, so we have control, right? We're in the end, if you step outside the box and look in, we're no different than what we're calling our enemies are doing, right? They look at us doing we're their enemy for a reason, right? So it's just it depends on what angle you're looking at things from. What is war? And we're at war, and we've been at war for an actual war for coming up on 20 years. But we've been fighting a cyber war for longer than that. You're talking even when Reagan first went out, when he left, he brought up terrorism, right? When he went out as president in 1988, he brought up terrorism, right? And what are we doing here today, 30 years later, fighting terrorism? So
go ahead, North Shore.
All right. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate that.
He had his hand up. He was
sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. Everything's cool, man. We just he had his hand up. He obviously had a question or whatever, wanted to speak on what you were saying. So go ahead.
To be honest with you, I wanted to address something in chat, a question in chat. And I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't remember who asked it. It goes by so fast, and I can't see it.
I know it does.
Very well here in the when I'm on panel, but I appreciate whoever asked, and they're asking about what's going on in Canada, and so I'd like to share that with you guys. Okay?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
All right, so and it's not a whole great big thing, okay. So I'll be quick about it. But what's going on here is there it is, Demeter Solis or Dimitri. I'm sorry, I'm probably wrecking that name. I apologize. What's going on with the roadblocks? Okay, so in Ontario and Quebec, the police have established roadblocks on the major passageways. For traffic, major highways, for people to get in and out, or they're canceling interprovincial travel, unless you got to go in there for work, or you're driving a semi with, loaded with goods or whatever it is. That is the case. Okay, that is the case. Wow. In addition to that, I mean, last Friday, our prestigious premier here in Ontario went ahead and made the decision to give police more powers so that they can stop anyone going anywhere, asking them, what are you doing outside your house? Where are you going? What are you doing? That was squashed, okay? That was squashed by massive unpopular vote, because we ain't having it. We ain't having it. Okay, like, you know, sure, you're freaking locked down in your muzzle and this and that. But if that ain't enough, obviously what your measures aren't enough, right? So it's all fake to begin with.
Well, now, didn't they? They were up in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Weren't they going to do like a if you're out on the road in your vehicle, they could just pull you over for no reason and check to see where you're going, and then there was some kind of pushback against that?
Yeah, yes, sir. That was the hard pushback, and now that retard Premier Ford, our Premier of Ontario, he's being asked to actually step down now. So I don't know. Like that was the information from earlier this afternoon. I've been busy with a whole bunch of other stuff. I haven't had time to catch up, but that's the consensus I hear for now. Okay.
Right.
So I just wanted to share that with my American brothers and sisters as a Canadian. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's all. That's all I wanted to chime in on.
Okay. Cool. Well, Chevo, have you got anything to add with that?
Well, I didn't have nothing to add about the Canadian question. I don't know nothing about Canada. So,
Okay.
but Prepper 101, hit the nail on the head. It's not like Pearl Harbor. That was blunt force. You can't do that now. This is not blunt force. You can't send bombs somewhere and destroy the world. Why would you nuke a country just because you don't like them? If you don't like them, you despise them, wouldn't you want to see them suffer? So if you can't see them suffer, then what's the fun in it? So I don't believe there's going to be any kind of nuclear thing. I believe that they will try to attack and try to destroy us manpower. And that's what they will try to do.
Nah, electronically. That's all they got
to do. They'll do it either electronically or something before they do manpower. And that would be the next step. But I don't think nuclear, we got anything to worry about. As far as, but the possibility is you have some psycho that want to hit the fucking button. Now, that's not saying that it's not possible. It is possible. Just saying that, who the hell, if you burn an ant with magnifying glass, what satisfies you more, stepping on it or burning it with magnifying glass?
Well,
you like to watch it suffer. So that's the way countries look at it. If they want to destroy you, they're going to make you suffer. They're not going to do it real quick and over and be done with it.
Yeah. Well, hang on real quick, North Shore. Let me say hello to my buddy Amendment 1 Preparedness, and I know he sits around and does some cool stuff with ham radios. And if you guys want to know about some ham radios, that's the man to go see. And there's the StreamYard if you want to jump up, Amendment 1, and we're just talking about the things of, possibility of war or not, and what we can do to control it and so forth. So go ahead there, North Shore.
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you ever so much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm kind of thinking along the same lines of these fine gentlemen in the panel here, thinking we're not going to incur some type of nuclear thing. Maybe an EMP, but why would they destroy whatever? But with that, what I'd like to say is, if, with all the stuff that's going on, the big bad boogeyman right now is the Shawnee. Well, yeah, that guy over there, he's terrible. Zach, he's awful. But what's up, Zach? But it, the big chess piece holder is the Shawnee, okay? And if they wanted to do anything about it, all they would need to do is dump half of the debt that they own of America. And then the economy would implode, and things would just degrade naturally. And of course, explode within inside itself. And anyways, that's just my take on it. Just my concept on what the real big bad deal is for all that stuff that's going on over in the East. You guys and I may get dragged into it too. So,
well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's
I
not
believe
it's not under the possibility of, we're going to get dragged into it, because the bad thing about it is leftists love war, man, and they love to be involved because they want to have control over the situation, and they want to enforce their belief and their control onto everyone, and that's how come we're in the problems that we are now in your country, North Shore, and as well as ours. We both are, y'all's sometimes are, y'all's are a little worse, but we can't sit back here and say, well, Canadians, is got it this bad, but no, we've got it just as bad, man. And we need to admit to this. This is, one of the first things that you need to admit to is the problem. And once you admit to the problem and understand that problem, that's when you can start to work on it and start to see where we need to fix things. And as a Canadian and as an American, we need to all stick together, man, and we need to go out against these people and start to stand up and fight back against this, man. That's the problem. We've all been sitting around for too many years. Some of us has been doing stuff, some of us hadn't, but the simple fact of the matter is we've all been too worried about our own selves and our own freedoms. Meanwhile, we are losing them freedoms.
I couldn't agree with that more. And I'm going to speak as a North American brother and sister. And I'm proud to have done my service for my country. And when I did my service for my country, I didn't do just my service for my country. I served your guys' country much more than I served my own country, and not to mention a number of other countries. And I'm not going to get into that a whole lot, but I mean, what I will say, it was in the communications and intelligence aspect. Okay, I'm not going to say much more than that. We've been your North American brothers for a long time, and it's as much in our favor to look after you as it is to look after ourselves. And that's what we've been doing for a long, long time. That's all I can say. And having said that, I'm happy. Very happy. Like, it was a sacrifice for sure, but I'm very, very happy to have done my service to both your and my country.
Well, hey, North Shore, Zachary, he's got something to say, and since he can't speak out like we can, we have to give it quiet so he can go ahead, buddy.
100%. We'll give him the floor.
I just don't want bloodshed. This is not the way. I don't want killing. We need to get together and march.
That's right, Zach. I agree, buddy. I don't want bloodshed either. I don't. I mean, who wants to think about waking up in the morning and knowing you've got to strap your body armor on, you got to charge your AR-15, get it ready, and go out and have to shoot or be shot? Who wants to really think about, I mean, if someone's sitting around going, man, I can't wait to freaking use this AR and go out there and start killing,
don't trust that person.
Yeah, something's wrong with you if you're thinking that way. So yes, absolutely, Zach. I agree with you 1,000%, man. I just want to go fishing,
I'll be honest. I don't think anybody wants bloodshed. Unfortunately,
Go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry, buddy.
I mean, I don't think it's going to end up that way. I mean, even in places like not Missouri, freaking Minnesota, with this whole Chauvin trial going on, I mean, they're gonna see violence out there, and I imagine that's probably gonna spread to other places like New York City and probably L.A. I mean, I don't know. They all seem to be trying to outstupid themselves, but
That was one of the best said comments I've ever heard. Trying to outstupid themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
it seems
Seriously
so
dangerous.
rage.
Bravo.
So
I could do something dumber. Hold my beer.
So 101 or Chev, do one of y'all want to add to that?
Well, see, nobody wants bloodshed. It's like I go back to other wars. Nobody wanted bloodshed during the wars. They didn't want to just kill each other. They wanted peace in the beginning, and then it just came that way. That's what happened. It's just how it is. But nobody really wanted to kill anybody. Honestly, everything throughout history, every war was talked about before it was actually initiated. It wasn't, hey, I'm going to go kill you. You know, well, maybe in the Middle East it was like that, but
Europe and the Middle East, they've been at war since the beginning of time.
exactly. They're so used to it that they just keep going with it.
When Backwoods says he can't imagine getting up in the morning, strapping on his body armor and charging his AR, believe it or not, that's not our normalcy because we're Americans, because we're very lucky, right?
Yeah.
That's a normalcy for a lot of people, right? That's a real normalcy for people to have to live that way.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's a horrible way to think about having to live.
Yeah, it's not right. I mean, people shouldn't have to live in fear of their life every day. People shouldn't have to wear body armor or carry weapons every day, but the reality is we have to. But that's how it is. I mean, you think a gang cares about another gang, so
Hey, Seven Wonders, thank you for hanging out, bud. And we really appreciate it.
I think North Shore's got something to say.
Yep. Go ahead, North.
Get ready for it, guys and gals, because I mean, Russia has already sent news networks into place to document what takes place. All right, so yeah, nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody wants to get up in the morning and put on their armor. Nobody wants to wake up in the morning and go look for whose daughter is dead. And like I don't mean to be a rainy storm cloud or nothing like that, but things are in place, so that's already going to be the case. You know what I mean? And
this has already happened. This has already happened with Ukraine. This happened back when Obama was president. What did we do then? We're not going to do any different. We're going to do nothing. We're going to do nothing. Russia's going to move in on Ukraine, and we're going to do nothing.
Yeah.
Biden can't even control the border right now. Right? He's finally admitted it's out of control. He can't even handle the border. I mean, these guys are unarmed people for the most part, refugees, and he can't stop them from coming into the country.
Wait a second.
You think he's got the balls? He's gonna go stop a first world country military? No, he's not going to do nothing.
Or China from taking Taiwan?
I want to chime in on that. Biden can control the border, and he is, because his spokesperson said today, was it today or yesterday? They're not only going to not stop it, they're going to double the number they invite. Are you guys?
I heard different. I heard he's supposed to go back to the same numbers Trump had, and now they're going to start stopping them. But they got an ulterior motive of bringing people in here. I mean, come on, we don't. That's a road that we've all been down for voting.
Don't feed your vets. Don't feed your vets and your starving children that are here now.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
Feed everybody else.
Well, it seems to be their motto.
Like what the hell is going on? guys, gals, everyone in the panel, everyone in the chat, what in the hell is going on? The mushroom, maybe not the mushroom cloud, but shit is about to light up big time. And I apologize if I'm cursing. I apologize.
It's all right. You're all right, buddy. Go ahead.
Shit is about to tee off.
Oh,
anyone that doesn't think so, you got your head in a cloud. Or up your keister. Get it out of there. What's your contingency plan?
right on. Well, and seeing that was the whole point of tonight, was to talk about the possibilities and such, but then to, what are we going to do about it? What is Chev, Dangerous Freedom, Zachary, Prepper 101, North Shore? What are we going to do about it? Because I mean, there you go. The smell of smoke is in the air, y'all. I mean, and Stuart's right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's one thing everybody has to understand. Go ahead, North Shore.
What am I going to do about it? First of all, I would stand and serve again.
Right on.
If that means it cost me my life or whatever. Like, okay, I didn't serve in a combat format. However, I served in a combat theater. But I was not on the battlefield. I will never, ever say I was in a combat situation. That would be a defamation of all combat veterans. I would never, ever say that. However, I will say I would serve again. If I had to, I would offer my life for my country and yours.
Well, and I'll do North Shore. I'm right there with you. I'll do the same, man. I just want to go fishing, man. I just want to go hunting. I want to go out there and work in my garden.
See,
that's exactly why
I mean, backwoods. I mean, no disrespect. So please don't take what I'm going to say as disrespectful to you. Okay?
No, go ahead, bud.
You just said a key thing right there. About 90. It used to be 97, but right now probably 98.5% of the people in this country. I want to go to drive-through coffees. I want to play my Xbox. I want to go fishing. I want to take a nap. Nobody wants to do anything about it, right? Nobody wants to do anything. You got a small percentage of patriots that stand up and go serve in the military.
I'll serve
again. And I also use a thing called history as my measuring stick. And we're repeating history, right? We're doing the same thing we did pre-World War II, right? Ukraine would be equivalent to Poland in 1939.
Do you think our forefathers would have allowed the tyranny that we're seeing unfolding in front of our eyes? Do you think they would have allowed it to go this far?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that they built the country to protect the world, right? So they were trying to build a nation. So it'd be hard to judge that. They were trying to create America at the time, right? A new experiment.
We had a good run.
But I don't see us doing anything. I think what's going to happen is Russia's going to move in on Ukraine, and the world's going to sit back and wait and see what happens, just like we do with Poland, right? Yeah. Are they going to go any further? Or is that do they got a line, a red line, as Obama called it? Their thin red line, and they're not going to go any further, right?
Right. Well, and
what's up, John?
Go ahead, Chev.
Bro, well, I just want to reiterate to some people that are new to the chat or anybody else that what we're saying, and we may seem like a handful, but there are millions of people just like us out there not doing chats like this. So that's what everybody needs to realize. There are millions of people out there prepping and getting ready, just like everybody here is. We're just talking about it. We're the only ones sitting there talking about it. There are millions out there. So if anybody new to the chat worried that there's limited numbers of people like us, there's not.
No.
You got a half a country out there ready to roll. So, yeah, don't get any fear in your heart about
to back that up, Chev, they were at Costco this time last year. They were at your Target. They were at your Walmart. They were at all your grocery stores buying all the shit.
Yep.
Right? Everybody that was making fun of us, all of a sudden became a prepper.
You wonder
right?
why
We
they
were
sold
just-
out.
I know, right?
We had a good run last year that we weren't a bunch of crazy idiots. Right?
You wonder why ammo is sold out. It's not people that just want to go buy
Yeah.
ammo to sit in their fucking garage. It's people that are sitting on the ammo to shoot it. They're ready to use it. So people in chat, I just wanted to let them know that we're not the only people up here looking like dumbasses.
No,
but
well,
there's millions.
Like this morning, when I got up, first of all, I did a little praying, and then I started celebrating Patriots Day by breaking down all my weapons and making sure they were all my tools, I should say, and making sure they were all lubed up and ready to go.
Yeah, and you got to think, just like you, there's hundreds of thousands just like you doing the same thing that
Yep.
aren't on here telling everybody, but there's hundreds of thousands doing this. So you got to think if a war breaks out here, you know, people that are, you know, in the chat that have families, stuff like that, you know, don't be fear of what we're talking about, because you got patriots out here that have everything they need to handle the business, or at least try. Give them a hell of a fight. So, you know, that's why it goes back to what Backwood said, that, you know, we don't want to put fear in nobody. So don't be fearful for it, because don't worry, there are a lot more people out here than you think.
We will stand up.
Reality and fear are two different things.
All right, hey y'all, Zach, you got something to say, buddy? I apologize. Go ahead.
I'd serve if I could. My heart is breaking because of what's happening.
Well, but see, Zach, that's the whole thing, is that a lot of people need to understand is, yes, you need your fighting men, but
Hey.
there is many ways to fight.
Wait, Zach could serve.
Huh?
Zach could serve.
No, that's where I'm. Just give me a second here, North Shore. What I'm saying is they're fighting men. Okay, Zach is a fighting man, because he can't stand out there and physically do what we're doing. He's got that mind. He's probably, I would venture to say he's smarter than everyone on this panel. I know he's smarter than I am. I can guarantee he's smarter than I am. And people like Zach are important to this fight. We need people like Zach that can concentrate his efforts with his intelligence. You know, because look, a bunch of stupid people running out there with guns and knives and body armor ready to fight. Well, cool, you know, but if you ain't got no intelligence backing you up, you're just a bunch of stupid people running out there.
You're dead in the water at that point.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, Zach, you're super important, dude, to this cause, man. I mean, your intelligence, man, is just overwhelming of how, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, North Shore.
I'd actually like to support what you just said by saying, you know, Zach can serve in that way, because to be honest with you, as far as it goes, okay, I'm not a big man. I'm not a like 6'2" or nothing like that. Going out there and aggressive stabbing someone, man. I'm a small guy. I'm 5'8". I'm a little guy, but I'm smart AF. Okay, and I was one of your comms and intel operators, right? So without dudes like that, I'm just trying to support what you said. Okay. Without dudes like that, hey, you know what one of my favorite things to do I ever did in the military? Ever. It was during the Gulf War, and it was to serve up SAM site coordinates to your Navy flyboys to keep them safe. My proudest moment of service.
Well, we just need to understand that, and Zach, you need to understand, brother, that there is way more to this than just somebody being able to go out there and run and throw knuckles, and everybody needs to understand that the military, most militaries is what, 7 to 10% fighting force, if that. I mean, like actual, like straight up combat force. Most of it is intelligence and
yeah, radars and
freaking food and
Yeah,
logistics.
10% ground troops will be like top.
Right.
We got 7 to 10 for sure, and
Right.
it's all supply. Supply.
Yeah, the supply demand is
intel, comms, support, medics. Don't forget your combat medics. Oh man, I used to have this beautiful shirt I received from. It was actually an American military veteran, my former brother-in-law. He gave me this T-shirt and it said, "Love your combat medic," and someone stole that shirt from me, and I'm pissed because love your combat medic. It's all your support troops, right? Your cooks. Who's going to cook for you?
Exactly.
Who's going to give you your socks?
You see that comment right there, Zach? Every person on the field needs about 3 to support them. Everyone can do something.
Yeah.
So, brother, you don't let your heart be. Excuse me. Don't let your heart be saddened, man. You're fighting a good fight, brother. I promise you. You're very much needed and very much important, man.
The world may call on you to serve. Things go bad. You know how to do stuff.
Hey guys, check it out. I know Dangerous Freedom likes to go on usually around midnight. We're already 50 almost an hour past that, and I don't want to step on his toes any longer.
I ain't stepping on no toes, man. Actually, there was only a couple people, and I sent them over here. So
well, I was just trying to give you your shout out too, there, brother. I wanted to. I mean, we can keep going, or we can,
Let's see what the chat has to say.
For anyone who don't know Dangerous Freedom in the chat, go on ahead and check him out.
I watch them every night. Every night.
See, I like to be I like to be more interactive with the chat.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I am.
And I know you do too, man. It can get difficult.
Well, I appreciate this. I think we're having a good discussion.
Yeah, so
if we want to mix it up or bust it down, I mean, obviously it's our good host's show. So if he wants to jump down, then
thank you, 101, Prepper 101. Like I said, man, I just I just came on because, like I said, I was reading some stuff and I listened to Angry Prepper a little bit tonight and Angry Truth. He come on live and
I was in there.
Just kind of wanted to talk about some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just have an open discussion about it. Each person has each person has a perspective or not. Oh man, there's my bud right there, Hutch Homestead. What's up, brother?
What's up, Hutch?
That's my real brother right there, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Hutch is awesome, man.
I think it was a real interesting discussion we had, especially insofar as how it sort of touched on the international borders, not to mention discussed both your and our country.
Well,
we got your back.
That's the whole point of it is that I wanted this to like I said to be a stream about war or not, because we all have our own opinions on what's going to happen, so forth. And then the thing about it is even if you believe 100%, man, we're going to get attacked, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, that's going to happen. Okay, we can't control that, but we can control what's around us. And that's what I really wanted to focus on, is that moving the conversation from what we can't control to what we can,
You know what? I had a fantastic conversation that lasted about 3 hours with, a person who was talking about what are you going to do about it? What preparations are you going to make? How do we prepare for it? What are we going to do? How are we going to organize or whatever? Right? Fantastic
fantastic conversation. And that was from a person, a subscriber of mine who called me. I offered her to call on the random, and we talked about it because it's very important to discuss. And it could be real pertinent.
Prepper 101. Yep. Amen to that, Prepper 101. I 100% agree with that comment.
Well, I was going to say that earlier, but I mean, that's the foregone conclusions. Hardly even worth saying. You know what I mean?
Like they're at war with us.
My fearless leader, Mr. Sparkle Socks. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Really? That's the leader of frickin' Kanakistan?
How do you think
China?
How do you think we felt when we got a potato in office?
Well, hang on a second. All right, Dangerous. And I think this is, I want to share this with you because I really want you to understand it, okay? And, I couldn't agree more, okay? So what you do, all right, what we all got to do is we got to take a potato and we got to stick it inside of a Sparkle Socks. And then we got to hit somebody else with it. Because it's all messed up. Sparkle Socks is in bed with the potato. I think the potato is in bed with the Shiny. I don't know, man. All the money in America is in bed with the Shiny. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, I think you might be onto something there. I mean, now, of course, the FBI is not investigating that.
Maybe somebody telling me to shut up here. I don't know.
Shut up.
No, it's probably someone who actually got my number.
So
you can say it though.
Here's the thing. Stack food to the rafters. Start watching all these channels. Okay.
Stack it.
Start watching all these channels, man, where they're talking about how to do canning. These gardener videos, like I'm gonna tell you right now, Hutch Homestead, for instance, man, he's doing some amazing freaking stuff over there, and he taught me. I watched some stuff that Hutch did about taking when you cut off, when you trim up your plants and stuff, about using them and planting them over there, and they're growing. They look wonderful, man. They're growing great. I never thought about that or anything, and I watched Hutch do it. And these are the kind of things that we really need to be focusing on, guys. Is learning these things, man. How you can just simply cut off a limb from your tomato plant, for instance, and you can do a couple of little things, and boom, you got another plant, man, that's going to produce fruit for you. Go ahead, North Shore.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so here's another one. And this is another smaller channel, but this man needs shouts out, like in a good way here. Okay, so I'm talking about Ghost Prepper. Okay, so I was on a panel. I don't remember whose panel it was or whichever.
Probably, it was either mine, maybe Dusty's.
We got to talking about Ghost got to talking about him stressing out his plants and like at the end how they finish if they get frozen or whatever. He says he beats the crap out of his seeds that he retrieves and repropagates to make hardier plants for his particular area. So he's talking about designer gardening for his area. So if anyone doesn't know Ghost Prepper, that's one fucking, pardon my language, that was one freaking smart man.
Fair enough, dude. Yeah, he's a sharp dude.
Cashew Gesundheit just put up the stream link to Ghost Prepper.
Yeah, if you haven't followed him, you should. He's doing his own show now. He's taken emails from people, and that he wants you to specify the situation you want him to comment on, and then he will tell you his thoughts on that particular situation.
All right. Well, I'm going to take this opportunity right here to let everyone on the panel or anyone in the chat know that if you go and check out Ghost Prepper, don't forget to tell him how magnificent his facial coif is and that I'm crushing on it hard. Now, don't forget I'm crushing on it, so don't y'all be crushing on it.
There you go, Princess.
Brokeback Mountain.
That's a good start.
So-
That is a good start.
Yeah.
Got a beautiful beard, I'm just saying.
So here's a good question. I've heard a lot of people talking about canning beans and canning everything else. What about canning dog food and cat food?
Never even thought about it. I bet you have got.
That's a Princess Buttercup. Thank you so much. That is actually a real good question right there.
I think actually that I've heard that that there are recipes. Hold on, there are recipes where you can actually can dog food, and it'll pressure can it, and it's good for a couple of years. But now I'd have to go find the recipe.
Never, Cashew. Never. Never going to kick you out.
Can I chime
Go
in?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Food? All right. Okay, so I've done some like I could go into the other room and get the bottle out and show it to you, but I'd have to dig some stuff out. So I mean, like I'm a little too lazy for that, but I mean it's over there. So I've dry canned dog food, cat food, but you got to. It's just like anything that you dry can or whatever. And somebody's going to be in trouble. I missed something. You got to be careful about the fats going rancid. Now, when it comes to canning dog food or cat food, treat it like human food. Zachary, you just stop that now, would you?
We were laughing at Cashew talking about what color bra.
If you don't stop that, I'm going to serve you up.
We were both laughing at what color bra Cashew was talking about wearing, and she was wondering what Ghost would do. What color bra would Ghost wear?
Well, what the shit? All right, well, obviously, okay. Fuck it, I set myself up for that shit.
I'm sorry, North Shore, buddy.
Hey, I ain't gonna wear no bro. I ain't gonna wear no bro for him.
We were just laughing about that.
I just appreciate his good beard. That's all. I don't go that way.
I'm
like
jealous of his beard.
Well,
but I appreciate a good beard. And okay, so what I'm gonna do right here, right now, seeing as I do have word on the panel, is I'm gonna grade all the beards on the panel. You, sir, are a good host. Has a decent, very well-groomed coif. Look at I forget what your name is. I'm sorry.
Chevo.
Chev's got a good thick beard. That one's nice. Fairly well trimmed. Yeah, decently kept.
Yeah, but he can't rap. He can't rap like I can.
I can rap.
Whatever.
I guess you do a video then.
Our buddy up above here, Mr. Dangerous, he's got a tightly clean and well trimmed one. Looks a little dangerous though. Looks a little dangerous.
His beard looks like Dangerous's beard looks like he's the devil.
Oh, come
I just said it looks a little dangerous. I wasn't gonna go there. And Zach, I think, has the exact amount of beard he should have. It looks good. Look at the smile on his face. That's great. All right? And for me, I need to hack this motherfucker off. You need to go get a machete.
I don't know about, I don't know if I would hack it off. I don't know, man. Sometimes even when I trim mine, I'm like, maybe not. And just let it go. I think it looks fine.
I missed a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm gonna go back and watch this. I'm telling everyone.
Oh no, I think. Well, some of the funnier ones I think were already retracted. I don't know what Cashew said that was so damn funny.
It don't even matter, and because it's Cashew, I could give one flying shit.
Oh, come on now. Cashew is awesome.
Oh, no. It's not that I don't appreciate the comment. It's just I could give a crap if they said something about I'm going to get a gay on Mr. Ghost's fantastic facial coif.
Well, I didn't see that part, or I sure would have posted that up. But
what?
I like it for a reason.
Ghost Brokeback Mountain, episode 2. North Shore and Ghost go wallering about in the backwoods.
What in the heck?
Oh my God!
Don't post that. Please don't post that. It was bad enough for it to be typed, and then you have said it. No, that ain't really happened.
North Shore.
A little bit jealous of his facial coif because he has
hold on. Here we go. Here we go. North Shore and Ghost. The Canadian border has never been so open.
Oh, goodness gracious!
It's a Biden part.
Oh, God. All right, fuck it. Lambaste me, guys. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Come on, bring it on. I can take it.
Oh, my sorry, God. North Shore.
Whatever. I ain't bending over for nothing. I'll tell you that. However, I will tell you that Ghost Prepper does have some fantastic facial coif.
Man, it's starting to sound like a damn porno.
Very soon, Kamala Harris goes south.
Holy shit, am I ever glad I came on this panel tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Came on the panel?
That's hilarious.
Want me ever lifting F.
Don't tell Ghost you came on the panel.
Actually, yeah, you should maybe make that the title for this show. You can go back and edit it. Just be like, the Canadian border's never been so open.
Oh, you know what, Dangerous Freedom?
The story North Shore.
I know some guys who do some real good clicky things. If you go ahead and I'm not saying nothing. You just behave.
Dude, I've already freaking shaken my ass in my body armor, man. So,
behave.
I keep hearing about that, but I ain't seen it yet.
I'm still wondering. Partner Josh, manly beards and open borders.
Carter Josh is even against me now. Holy crap! I thought that guy liked me. He was a subscriber and stuff like that. We have to block him.
Oh my God!
Hey, Rose.
What the F?
Hey, Rose. I'm sorry.
Hi, Rose. Yeah, we're just cutting up.
Who knows? Yeah, you know what? Ghost has some thick skin. So
yeah, see the thing about Amendment 1 preparedness. Amendment 1 preparedness actually does have a really awesome beard. The thing about it is he's got that smooth head, so you can rest the beer upon it. It makes it. You can just put some sticky tape up there.
Hey,
Chris.
Hey, Dangerous.
Amendment 1. That's funny.
Dangerous.
Have you guys met and like live yet, or are you? Because you guys were like super close, right?
What's your personal take on Dangerous? What's your personal take on Ghost Prepper's beard? Seriously, I want your honest opinion.
Oh my gosh!
As a man, come on now.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, it looks fine. I don't know what else to say. I'm not gonna be like sitting there like stroking it. I'd only do that with my own.
Y'all, y'all,
Right.
y'all gotta.
Chev's over there like, yeah.
North
wow.
Shore, I'm starting to get kind of worried, man, because I'm thinking you're gonna make this new video called "Man Crushing the Border." I mean, it's like a new man crushing the border, man.
I'm gonna
just
mushroom
saying.
about all you channels.
Ghost. Let's see. Hang on.
Y'all will be loving on beards and yeah. Oh
Crushing.
yeah, you got no idea.
You know, I mean, border crushing the ghost. Brokeback beards in the backwoods. There you go, Gary. I mean, you know.
To be honest with you, I can post videos on any of your guys' channel and make it about whatever I want. So, thanks for the ideas. That's a great idea.
You know we love you, North Shore. You know I'm just giving you a hard time, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's what you know. I'm just giving you a hard time, but that sounds like what you're wanting to give a ghost prepper is a hard time. Hard time at the border.
Do you know what? One of the reasons I appreciate one of the reasons I appreciate coming on here is
No
because
passport needed.
we can get through the rough stuff and we can have a little bit of levity. You know what I mean?
What levity?
Oh my gosh, I'm just messing with you. You know that, North Shore. I love you, brother. I'm sorry.
You know what? If it hurt my feelings so bad, I'd be saying bad words or cuss or something like that.
I understand.
Or you would take your camera and go home.
Yeah, I
remember that when we were kids.
When
somebody would get upset, they'd be like, "But I'm going home." Take their ball and freaking leave. It's like, wow, fucking. I take your fucking ball.
What short you reading? What cashew?
Cashew said.
Oh my god!
Oh no, God!
An asset.
Cashew.
Hell, I thought I liked you.
Oh man,
I might have to unsubscribe you.
And I used to think more
what the
of
hell?
you.
Cashew, even.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious!
Y'all killing me over here.
Hey,
y'all are killing me, Smalls.
I come over here now. I'm losing subscribers. What the hell?
No, come on, man.
I need to get out.
Won't nobody be unsubscribing to North Shore now? Damn it.
No. Well, because ain't no kind of show like that going to happen over there. But, goodness gracious.
Y'all are, anyway. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious, man.
Well, it's not only the host, it's the people in the panel and the people in the chat that make it not only good, informative, intelligent, but also awesome and hilarious, right? We need to have all that. Holy shit, no way! Look at you. Why don't you go you? Or maybe his beard is nice enough for you to love on. I don't know. You ain't got no beard, love, or listen to Zach just laughing his ass off at us.
Well, hey,
let Zach have a word in edgewise.
No, here's. Oh, that's bad. Zane says you're gaining subscribers. It's just from a different community.
Come on, behave yourself.
Hey, Patriot Sandwich Maker, we're just having fun, man.
No, there's nothing going on here. What kind of sandwiches are you making?
Rose had a question out here in the chat. Oh, yeah, Rose Young. No, Rose Young.
That's not. Oh, I'm sorry. Dang it. Here we go.
I'm alone without a community. I've looked on Facebook and here. I know I need a community, and to learn more, any suggestions how to find a group? You know what? There are places. If you check out like the Prepared Mind, you might be able to find somebody close enough to you.
Thank you.
I also I know survival.
Prepper Nurse One has a community page on his thing. So if anyone wants to hammer up the link for Prepper Nurse One,
hold on a minute. I'm sorry, North Shore. Go ahead. I apologize. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. You can join your state. You can enter in your state wherever you are. It doesn't cost any money. They don't want your credit card or nothing like that. And you can talk to people who are local to you. And it goes by country. I don't think it goes globally, but I think it's here in America and Canada. Through the states and provinces, how people can identify themselves and maybe talk within people who are in your area, and that's an easier way to talk with like-minded people who are in your area. So, forums.
Bear Independent does, and if I'm not mistaken, now on the Prepared Minds website, the Dangerous. You pay attention when I'm talking to you. You look up.
All right, hold on.
Stand up when you talk to me.
He's rolling a doobie. Or he's texting.
He's probably trying to find it.
Hey, I'm texting while streaming. Oh my God, sue me! It's not a fucking crime.
I was trying to ask you a question to answer.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Prepared Mind and Kaz and all them on that. I think there's a place on there as well.
There's the R Syndicate and
the R Syndicate.
Yeah, that is Uman's channel.
Yes,
and,
it's the R Syndicate. There it is, Bioxo.
Yes.
So you got right. So you got Bears deal and R Syndicate.
Yep.
Prepper Nurse One has one too. So
Prepper Nurse One.
Yeah, Prepper Nurse One. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's more in like what I want. No, he's in New York, isn't he?
Yeah, he's over in New York, bro.
Yeah.
But he's looking at down south.
You see that? You see this? My background. This is not very unsimilar than what I live in. Although I don't have an ocean right there, I wish. But I do have a lot of water.
He's got oceanfront property in Arizona.
Yeah, amen. Straight said it right. Hey man, that looks like my house.
Zach, what you got, buddy?
Grow a beard and North Shore will help you. God, be even busting my chops now.
Hang on, Zach. Go ahead, bud.
You guys are making this weird with the beards. I took my camel now.
Come on, Zach. Bring that soul patch over here. Let me touch it.
Dang, Zach.
Oh my God.
Zach, come on now.
Oh yeah, Will Page. Yeah, no doubt. He's got some ties out there too.
Zach, it's only weird if it feels weird. But if the beard don't feel weird,
then it ain't queer.
No, I didn't say that.
There you go. There you go, Rose. Also, their Will Patriot can help you as well. All
I've been trying to get him on one of our Saturday nights, but he's a busy man. So, but I keep inviting him. One of these times, maybe we'll get him on. I mean, we've had Survival Living on, CFP on a few times. I would like to get my buddy Kyle from.
Could you put that last post up again?
Yeah.
Could you put that last post up again about Airborne 101?
In Connecticut? Ooh, Rose, I don't know.
I'll try and look for it myself.
I don't know about Connecticut, boy. There may be something up there.
There probably
is. Will Patriot, the R Syndicate, Bear Forms, Bear Independent Forms are some places you can go.
Tennessee Tactical. Okay. Thank you.
I'm in Georgia, so I don't know nothing.
Our brothers and sisters. Stay well, Hutch. Don't go on ahead and behave yourself.
Hutch, appreciate you, brother. I'll holler at you in a day or two, man.
Well, Hutch is heading out. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Hutch, man. I caught your show with Angry Prepper. That was pretty cool, man. That was a good interview. I know I wasn't in chat or anything. A lot of the times I'm like in between sleep.
Dang, the stuff's moving too fast.
Oh, Zach's got something.
All right, go ahead, Zach.
Could I read something that Duke wrote today?
Can you what?
Could I read something that Duke wrote today?
Can you read something that?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded like, can he rent something to not?
Yeah, I know that's right. It's
like he could rent a beard.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Hold on. All right, go ahead, Zach.
You're looking to
If I
rent a
read 'em, I
beard?
want to grow mine.
Hey, go ahead, Zach. Yup.
Alrighty, folks, here's the deal. Congress tried to impeach Trump on 2 separate occasions. The first was with Russian collusion, and the second impeachment was for inciting violence. Enough is enough. Trump was found innocent of both charges, and he will run again for president in 2024. But that's not my issue. The Chauvin trial hasn't even ended, but Maxine Waters is inciting violence by her rhetoric of anything other than a guilty verdict should make protesters to the streets and exert their will on other people and use force. Enough is enough. I'm calling out the FBI Federal Bureau of Investigation to immediately arrest Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi. Pelosi upheld Waters' war rhetoric and press charges against these 2 individuals for inciting violence in America and for very possibly being domestic terrorists. This is in your hands, FBI.
Wow. Dude.
Get him, Zach. Get him, Zach.
100%
I'm
agree.
talking about.
Actually,
fucking dude. I mean,
that's
Spot
some
on.
fucking shit.
I mean, we haven't been over. I have not personally
And
been
all this
over.
shit is incited definitely by
I
the
have
left.
not been overly
100%.
thrilled with how our
I'm a fucking
FBI has been
Canadian saying
acting.
this.
Our
Pardon my language.
DOJ, actually, our
apologize for
DOJ
cursing.
is in certain areas crap. In Arizona, it's still actually pretty fair. Like, we don't have red flag laws. And in fact, we just signed our own Second Amendment sanctuary telling the government, yeah, fuck you, fuck your federal shit. You can keep it. You ain't going against our Constitution. So, I mean, you know, and we're seeing more and more states standing up to this.
Zach
Now-
is on his shit. Zach is on his
Hey,
shit.
Joey. Good to see you, hon. Gary, Hoot Owl. I know normally I'm on my show, but you know what? My brother Patriot's over
Yeah.
here, and I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I'll come and hang with you as long as I can.
No, I'm about ready to go to bed, man. I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I've got some stuff that I'd already planted outside that I'm gonna have to get ready to move inside because we've got a freaking frost warning.
Jeez.
And by the way, there you go. I'm glad I brought that up. By the way, North Shore, y'all.
I sent my frost your way.
No, you keep that shit up there. We don't want that. We don't want it down here, man. Keep that stuff up there, bud.
Kidding me?
You
I'll
tell-
take it all, man. Send me everything you got, man. I'm
You
doing
tell God.
I would literally shit if I ever had a snowstorm down here where I fucking live. The most I've seen is slush at best on a freezing day. Yeah, like seriously, like heavy jacket and Levi's, you're good.
Same here.
We're supposed to have freezing temperatures as our daytime lows for the next 2 days here. So, I mean, wherever that blows down into, maybe it's blowing down out of the north. I don't know. I ain't sending that shit down there, but I mean,
I know.
plant your garden,
Oh,
man.
shoot. Hey,
Protect
Patriot,
your garden.
can I get a wrench on? Can I get a wrench over here so I can drop my link for the After Dark? Because I've got one planned out, but I called it the Backwoods After.
How much money you got?
Cashew, enjoy that for your.
I'll spend it on cigarettes.
Do you not have a wrench here? Well, you got to top. How do I? Well, you got to top something.
I'll type in there again. Dark.
Sorry. Oh, there we go.
I do if I'm gonna drop a. I mean, if you're gonna end the stream, I want to try and send some of these people my account. Although I know probably no.
Hang on.
It's not fucking rocket science, guys and gals. If it's expected to be cold, and you got your plants outside, stick them inside.
Wow. Right. Dude, oh my God, Patriot.
Well, Cashew got it right there.
Pisces, man.
Cashew's always on
it. I don't know if I was telling you.
Yeah, we'll see you over there.
When I was talking to my oldest boy, I built him a rifle when he turned 18. And the other day I went into his room and I'm like, hey, where's your rifle? He reaches at the foot of the bed, pulls it up. It's covered in cat fur and dust. And I about had a cow. Anyways, well, I was like, if you don't want to maintain it, then
well,
I shoot it. So, go ahead.
Well, I was going to answer Princess Buttercups there. Honestly, most of the women that come here, and after I've seen you in the chat for a little bit and make sure you're a good person, but most of the women I like to give wrenches to, because women are very smart. They're very quick on their feet with the stuff of watching, because when people starts talking crap about women, for instance, I want them people out of here. Time them out. We don't play that game here. My wife is very special to me. I love my wife. I love my mama, and I love my daughters, and I don't play around with that. So
anyway. I'm actually a lover, not a fighter.
Go ahead, North Shore.
What I want to go ahead and do right now is I want to say thanks ever so much to our gracious host, Mr. Backwoods Preppin, for hosting the panel. I want to thank everyone in the panel, especially you, Zach, for being here. No. Do it this way, bro. Knuckles. There we are. Boom. There we are. Now we got it. And everyone in the chat for being here. I'm going to take my time, jump down, and I'm going to go ahead and, rock those pipes, Zach. There you are.
Sean, hey, it was good to see you, brother. It's good to talk to you again.
You there, Zach? No.
Yeah, I'll be right over if you're going up dangerous.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So with that, stay well and safe, all. Don't forget, within all this madness, keep preparing and make yourself an alternate opportunity of what you got, rather than just staying home if the big balloon goes up. Okay. With that, I'm just gonna guys and girls.
North Shore.
Remember on Spaceballs when you freaking just kind of faded away? Can you do that?
North Shore. Thank you, brother, for coming up and adding your stuff to the chat tonight, man. I mean, it's we always appreciate your opinion and everything, man. And I really do, and I value your opinion. And thank you, North Shore.
Well, yeah, and I one more, because it's north of the border.
One more thing.
Right
Do you still talk to people that were in that communications command that you used to work at?
I don't need to.
Okay, but you know what's going on up there.
Well,
You'll alert us if something starts happening up there. I'm sure you would alert us. But all right.
I'm a patriot, and I've always had your back, and I always will.
Yep. I think most of the military will too.
Do it like that.
Wow.
All right, Dangerous, did you drop the link in chat?
I will, guys and gals.
I didn't.
Thank you, North Shore.
Stay well.
All right, hold on. I got it here. Getting a few more people over there. I should probably get over there.
Yeah, I'll join you for a little bit.
Yep. All right, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody that's come by and visited, everybody that even you three people that put thumbs down. Thank you so much for stopping by.
No way.
Yeah, I got three.
Hey,
it's all good. It's all good, man. Hey, everybody has the
they accepted my appeal. I mean, like, we're doing something right. Thank you, Cashews.
Everybody has the right to their opinion. It's all good, man. I appreciate everyone, man. I really do. And Zachary, buddy, I love you. And keep up the good fight, man. You're doing an awesome freaking job, brother. You're doing an awesome job, bro. And Chev, I wear my sunglasses at night. No,
all right.
I know I can't sing and I really can't rap, but I love doing it anyway because I'm going to continue to have fun. And I've started trying to add a little comedy to my videos, and I'm just going to keep doing it. And if I can make someone laugh, man, that's just awesome. So
I can't wait till them jalapenos start popping up.
Oh, I know it, dude. They're going to be freaking everywhere.
Nice. All right, brother.
All right.
Well, I will catch you on the flip side. 3%, brother.
3%, man.
See you later, buddy.
Thank y'all so much, man. Love all of y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream now. And hey guys, just remember, when you prepare your mind properly, everything else will fall into place. Remember that. Never forget it. Love you guys. Backwoods out.